You can see the shirt trying to fight its way back in. If I cover it enough, you can kind of see it because of shadows. Awesome shirt. We've cycled through all the shirts now. Looping back around. I bless the rains. I'll just let it play out. That's the whole ass intro. By the way, that cover was created by the talented Clay Kramer, also over at Claydo on Twitch. I'm just reading what it says right now. But you know what? Hello, everybody. Hello, streamer. Welcome to the stream. Listen. You guys know what it's time for. I gotta check the time just to be sure. My days have been... man, I'm losing days. I'm losing sleep. Of course you guys know, obviously, that today is the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. You couldn't forget that. This is our third, because it's the third Thursday. This is our third one, right? Because the third Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. The last two have been quite eventful. The Mario Odyssey stream, going back to Mario Odyssey, one of the first games I played on the Switch, and then, of course, a new game in Nintendo World Championships came out. That's just the mark of a good Nintendo... That's just the mark of a good Nintendo Switch. Where the fuck is it? What happened? Hold that thought. Let's let it sit for a second. That's the mark of a good Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. There we go. Now, the two games I played in the previous weeks are games I had not streamed, right? Because one game was not out, and one game just came out a little bit too early for me to stream. So most stuff, like, 2020 onward, when I was really streaming, I mean, like, I I started doing weekly streams regularly in 2021, I believe. Yes, that is correct. But there's an era of like 2020 to like early 2021 where I was still playing games that would come out, right? Like Bowser's Fury, Crash Bandicoot 4. I'm trying to think of like Switch exclusive games, and really all that could come on is Bowser's Fury. Of course, I would play Smash and like play the new characters, Pokemon DLC, I guess. But there is one major game that came out right on the cusp of me starting to stream, right? The pandemic started, lockdowns happened, quarantine. I'm like, you know what? I might as well start streaming, right? Because I'm gonna be stuck inside all the time anyway. I might as well start streaming a game. And one of the first games I streamed, I think my fourth stream ever, was me and my friends, me and the boys, if you will, the Ultra Gang, playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, this is not an Odyssey thing. Of course, when I went to Odyssey, and when we played Odyssey on the channel, I reset my save and started from scratch. But Animal Crossing New Horizons, you guys may have met Igor Simp as he fought in a couple wrestling matches. I don't know who was gambling on his behalf and who wasn't. Finally, some peak. What day is it today? I'll have you know, today's the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. If you're wondering what the date is, I don't know. My phone doesn't tell me the date. It only gives me a random assortment of days. It has like weird zodiac numbers on it that I need to decode. Anyway, the boys, Ori, Omlando. We did change the boys' name initially because the boys' show came out. I'm like, well, this is just bad optics, bad marketing. This is Penn Island. Nothing has changed. All right, I didn't reset any saves. All the same people that I don't think any of you guys have ever seen me stream Animal Crossing, right? Like, there's no way. None of you were here this early. This is the second game I ever streamed and the fourth ever stream in the fucking canon of BH Ultra Live. You can go on the Turbo channel and watch the stream right now. I wouldn't recommend it. If someone gives you the day of the week in binary, I haven't for sure. Yeah, none of you guys have seen Igor Simp on Penn Island. So here's... Damn, he's day drinking on the beach. And there's Gulliver. Man, it must have been hell of a party. Anyway, my plan initially was to change up Penn Island a ton for so it would look completely different and completely reorganized, because quite honestly, in between streams I haven't really played this game. Like, it's been years legitimately, or it was about a couple weeks ago. Is that what you changed it to, BH Ultra initially? Yes. Also, I just like the name Ultra. Well, no, I changed it because Boys Hub is an Indonesian gay porn site. They really got us on that one. I'm gonna show you guys something. There's a chance. Why am I vibrating? Anyway, Igor Simp has returned. So my plan, before, when I was younger, me and my friends in pleather jackets with tons of spikes and studs, all black except for our hair, which was neon. I love Sylvia. You may have noticed all these houses are bunched together. It's normally not like this. My plan was to fully renovate Penn Island, make it something completely different, and then by the time I stream, I could give you guys the grand tour. One, I don't think the grand tour would have facilitated an entire stream, and two, I simply did not have the time to finish what I wanted to do. So here's what we're gonna do, right? I've been working on, I want to make this island like a pyramid sort and put Igor Simp's house at the top, and then I can reorganize everything. I had the whole town set up, but I pocketed like all the trees and deleted all the other ones and rocks and stuff. I moved all the houses down here because we're construction. So what we're doing right now is what I like to call the Penn Island Construction Project. We're not going to finish it here today, but what I can promise you, maybe, isn't porn illegal in Indonesia? I don't know enough about the, well, maybe that's why they were undercover. Where's all my Indonesian gay porn fans? Exactly. So, we're not going to finish the Penn Island Reconstruction Project here today on stream. I want to make a decent amount of progress. But what I thought I could do is, considering this is not only a Nintendo Switch game, it is the Nintendo Switch game that came out when I started streaming, right? The first game I played on release night, like actually midnight when that clock struck, I loaded up my first ever Animal Crossing game, except I played New Leaf, but I didn't play it super well. Even this, I didn't really get into it, but I feel like I have an opportunity to do so if I force myself to do it. So my plan here is to make progress on the Penn Island Restoration Project on stream today, and then every subsequent Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown at the very end of stream, of course you guys are going to have to remind behind me, I will give you a little Penn Island update. We'll see how Penn Island is coming along, what's different, where everyone's moved to, what new decorations I put up, basically forcing myself to play this game regularly. Here's the flag of Penn Island. Costed a lot of loss to put that sign together. So I don't know why I assumed, like, oh man, people have got to see, like, Penn Island change. There's got to be a major change. But none of you guys have even seen Penn Island, so this is all new to you guys. Penn Island update, let's go. Exactly. Igor Simp got his fucking flight attendant fit. So this is what this stream is going to be today. I'm locking you guys. Will people be able to go to Penn Island today? Today, maybe. Here's the thing, though. I'm doing actual, like, I'm moving the landscapes. I'm fucking terraforming this place. And you need to do Island Designer to do that. And it sets you into a complete... Even though you're just standing here, it puts you in a completely different mode to, like, construct... And trust me, it's like... It's not like Minecraft or anything else, or, like, even the Lego games. It's really, like, monotonous to raise the floor. The thing is, you cannot do this when other people are on your island. So, like, what I'm trying to do right now is rebuild the society. Rebuild the kingdom of Penn Island. I need to do it one square at a time. I have tested it. There is no more efficient way of doing this than just... Okay, I'm already fucking up. Than just going hand by hand, block by block. Why does he keep turning around? And you can't do this with people on the island. So I'm going to make as much progress with this. And then maybe at the end of the stream, we could all hang out on Penn Island and decorate a little bit. I know you can put custom, like, art in this game. So I'm going to upload, like, chat, emotes, and stuff. Listen, Penn Island will become habitable at some point. We're working our way through it. We've got a long year ahead of us when it comes to the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket countdown. And I intend to lock in. A sickness a month. This is crazy. That's fair. I asked because I got a bunch of cool shit on my island, but I will wait. Well, we can wait till the end of the stream. Damn, I don't have my Switch. You don't have your Switch, or you don't have a Switch? I've known several people who have, like, lost their Switches. I could never imagine that. The shit I'm playing on right now, this is why, like, this is really, not cathartic for me, but the same fucking black, scratched up, scuffed Nintendo Switch that I got in 2017, I have been streaming on ever since. Like, sure, we play 360 games, or we play Series X games, and I play on that PC, but the PC I got, like, last year. Series X I got a couple years prior. Obviously, I have a lot of nostalgia for the Xbox One, but I don't even use that anymore. But this fucking Nintendo Switch, I have had so many memories with it, specifically streaming memories. That's probably a lot of what I'm going to talk about if I talk about the Smash DLC thing in that era, is that, like... I feel like, maybe I'm projecting, but I feel as though you guys have the same kinship with my Switch as I do. Because think about all the content we've seen on this thing. Not only just the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket countdown, but that's the point of these streams, is to do the countdown. But think about all the Switch games I played. I first created Penn Island in 2020. I had just turned 19. I'm 23 now, and we're still on Penn Island, and I'm ready to renovate it. That's actually horrifying to think about. I should not have said that out loud. What a horrifying life I live. Stop fucking cutting corners. So yeah, this is what the stream is. I was 15 in 2020. Don't tell me that. That's disgusting. That makes me sick to think about. Bro thinks what a parasocial relationship with his Switch. Well, if you're gonna be with anything, it should be, right? I'm just saying I'm playing up the hype of it all. Why does he keep turning around on a dime? You mean to tell me we haven't had some good moments with this same Nintendo Switch? Because I still have the Smash OLED that I haven't opened. The second we get that new Switch, we gotta do the whole ceremony of saying goodbye to the old one. Because if it's backwards compatible, we simply will not need the old Switch. Been streaming for 4 years. I've been an affiliate for 1, I think. We're coming up. September is the anniversary, so it'll be 2 years. Not partner yet, but we'll get there. I can't be the only one that feels the magic in this Nintendo Switch here tonight. It can't just be me. That's simply untrue. Now would be the time. Oh. You've been an affiliate for a year? That's kind of crazy. Well, it will be 2 years in, like, a month or two. But yes. I mean, the streams only really started popping off, like the regular community was just last summer. Definitely magic in the air. It can just be you. Don't worry. To be partner, you have to have, like, concurrent 75 viewers. And I feel like on average we get, like, 13. So we just need to wait either for one random growth spurt or, like, 7 years. Have you made the 1 year badge yet? Have you reached 1 year yet? I thought you still had a couple days. It'll be when we come back for next week, right? Or am I bad at math? Again, I do not know what day it is. But now would be the time to ask personal and invasive and overreaching questions. 3 days? Yeah. I have not made it yet. I will make it in those 3 days. I got my ultrasound tomorrow, but it's becoming, like, increasingly more and more... I feel like I've kind of cracked the code on this thing. It still could be something else, but it might very well just be a tension thing. Not attention. A space tension. Like, I'm just sitting too often, either at my desk or on stream. Which is, honestly, like, entirely possible. I gotta get a standing desk or, like, a couch. Peak viewers is 17, average viewers is 11.4. Thanks. Thanks, Dr. Teeth. You really got my ass on that one. Well, tell your friends. Because you need it for, like, a couple of days in a row. It can't just be, like, one time you reach 75 to be... What does partner even do? They just give you, like, a contract? But what is that actually, like, legally... What kind of cool shit do you unlock? Because we didn't get the emotes and stuff until affiliate. Chat, now's our moment. Let's give it to play Inscription. The more you talk about it, the less I want to play it. They're just the stats of the week. Like, my whole week. More money, I think. Okay. Is that it? Is there nothing else cool I get? Because, like, money is money. Who cares? But... Do I get cool... Do I get sound effects? Do I get access to Twitch's backend? Can I talk to strangers on the Twitch Whisper app? I've heard that's incredibly popular. Okay, so wait, while we're here, while I'm just walking around, does anyone know the fucking Mr. Beast thing? Because all the tweets I've been seeing have been from blue check marks or, like, legitimate, like, Republican, politicians, so I don't know if I buy it. Like, can you give me a synopsis? And you get to play a cool game called Inscription. That's what I get if I become partner? That's what I'll say. If I become Twitch partner, I will play Inscription. So I'll see you guys in, like, 5 years. Can anyone, like, dumb it down for me and give me exact details on what's going on, or do we all not know? Is it all, like, hearsay shit again? Fucking idiots. Fuck. Now he's never gonna play it. Not true. I'm gonna play it when I become a Twitch partner. I feel like that's fair. Just, you know, tell your friends. I have no idea. I feel like, from what I've heard, I don't want to, like, say something if it actually is, like, something concerning or bad. But from what I've gathered from I have no idea what the Mr. Beast stuff is. From what I've gathered from the situation is that Ava commissioned art from a known lolly artist in, like, 2017, which is bad. But also, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but, like, everyone was interacting with Shad in 2017, and people still found it uncomfortable. I found it uncomfortable. But everyone was just cool with it. Like, the internet at large was just cool with them. They're just like, oh, no, it's just an edgy bit. It's a goof. And they're calling out Ava specifically because she's trans, I guess. And that makes her... won't somebody think of the children? I don't want... If there is actual, like, foul play here, I don't want to, like, get her off... like, scot-free if she actually did something bad. But from what I've gathered, it seems like she just interacted with a piece of shit who a lot of people interacted with on the internet. I'm not saying they should all be fucking, like, keyhauled and canceled. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it to one of them, like, it's kind of hypocritical to only focus on the Mr. Beast girl. Sounds like transphobic conservatives reaching for relevance, not gonna lie. Boy crying wolf again. Wasn't the art of Keemstar's 8-year-old daughter? No. Shadman did create a lewd art of Keemstar's 8-year-old daughter. That is not what Ava commissioned, I believe. Sorry, got my leg in front. I did not mean to do that. I'm wearing shorts today. It helps you breathe a little bit. But you guys can't be normal about anything. So I've got to hide my shoulder blades, let you guys fucking drool all over yourselves. Gotcha. I think that's what's happening. But I don't want to, like, go on record and be like, oh, she did nothing wrong, and then it comes out later that there were more details. Because people said she also, like, groomed someone, but that someone came out and said, like, hey, no, that's not true. I just want an honest discussion, because most people I've seen, like, commenting on it are, you know, alt-right dudes with, blue check marks. And, sorry, I might be a little biased, but I do not trust their judgment on anything. Okay, so Ava is fired now. Jimmy said it himself. Yeah, I did see that. So what are you making right now? I'm changing the levels of the island. I want to put my house all the way at the top. So it's going to be like the bottom 2 quadrants are flat. And then up one for that one that's down one. And then up another one. And then I'm going to move all the houses in like a... Basically, I'm going to have all the peons beneath me. And Igor Simp's house is going to be at the top. And then we're going to decorate the place a little bit. Make the island penis-shaped. I cannot change the... I guess I could make, like, a landscape, a landmark that is shaped like a dick, but I kind of like this pyramid format. Mr. Donaldson has an Inspector Gadget on the case. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fucked up that, I mean, Jimmy's like a businessman, you know? He's corporate, cold-cut, like, family-friendly. So if there's anything, of course he would immediately cave, but it's kind of annoying that it's, like, one of his closest friends. I guess Ava... I don't know if Jimmy fired her, though. Like, she said she was stepping away. I think, like, they did corporate speak, like, went their separate ways. But, like, sometimes when people see, like, oh, man, this person left the internet, that's a fate worse than death. But she's got, like, a wife and kid. Like, she just gets to go live a normal life now. I'm not gonna, like, cry about her leaving the internet. Like, it's sad that, we now have lost that... Sorry, not we. Have lost that, extra, like, form of representation. That being said, like, I don't think her life's gonna get worse because she's not on the internet. I hate to say it, I think her life's probably going to get better. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with Mr. Beast. Okay. But what did he see? Like, what is there actually? Did she actually... I just want to make sure I got everything right. Because if her crime is associating with Shadman, then I got bad news for fans of Smiling Friends. The thing about I'm not saying, like, this is a necessary thing, because it really doesn't. You could choose who you do and don't associate with. But a lot of... I don't want to generalize. A lot of artists, you know, like, whether that be, like, Twitter artists or, like, animators online, you kind of just, like... You throw a dart or throw a rock, and you've probably interacted with someone who's drawn some fucked up shit. I don't want to excuse Shadman, because I remember even as a kid seeing that and being like, this is really weird. I'm not internet savvy. Yeah, he's a lolly artist. Which is just, it's just pedophilia. Like, we can call them lollies. And yeah, they're drawings, they're not real kids, but it's not, like, illegal. It's still weird. By the way, you guys see, I don't know if this is gonna, if policing the history of internet users is stupid, yeah. I'd say, like, anything before, I don't know. People seem to pinpoint only, like, the late 2010s as, like, the edgy era, but then you go back and watch, like, videos from, like, the late 2000s and early 2010s, and everyone was calling each other the R word, and, like, Pedo Bear was, like, a famous meme. And, like, it's, I'm not gonna fucking clutch my pearls and cry wolf, but it's kind of, like, ridiculous to look back and be like, oh, no, this was just a regular thing. No, no, she's 8,000 years old. It's okay. He drew his own mother in porn as well. Yeah, I guess a lot of people, like, saw it, and they're like, no, dude, it's satire. He's being ironic. It's, like, it's counterculture. And all those artists just kind of lived in a house together. The excuse they always gave is like, oh, I don't care what he draws. I'm not looking at his computer or whatever. And I will say, like, there is kind of, like, internet speak when it comes to, like, actual friendships on the internet. And I'm not saying it's, like, good or bad as a brand or as, like, a person to denounce someone or, like, separate. But have any of you guys ever had, like, a close friend who did something shitty? Like, on the internet, I'm not saying, like, something illegal or, like, legitimately bad, just, like, something kind of shitty. On the internet, or at least when it comes to, like, creators, there's... Whenever, like, they're always like, oh, this is my best friend. Like, we live together, we spend every moment together. He's my best friend. And then, like, they do something that gets them in trouble. And then the person immediately, like, I have cut ties with this person. And obviously, like, behind the scenes, that's probably not true. They probably still are friends. But in the real world, it's a lot more complicated than that. It's not technically illegal, but, like, no, it's weird. But, like, bro... I know, but with the shit it does, I'm surprised that's what got him. Difficult to suss people out when not IRL. Yeah. Like, if you're friends with someone, and then you start to, like, notice a pattern that they're not going to change, then I think, like, obviously it's up to everyone's discretion, but just kind of, like, walking away is fine. But, like, in real life, when it's your friend and you care about your friends, and they're doing something shitty, you want to, like, talk them out of it, but you're not going to be like, I have cut ties with this person, you know? It's not, you don't do, like, a business statement, because it's hard to cut ties with friends. Especially if you still care about them, even if they, like, become a shitty person. Eddie Burbeck did that with his ex-best friend. He kicked him out after their podcast, blocked him on everything. It was admirable because you could tell it's genuine reaction on his part. Yeah, he didn't make, like, a corporate statement. That legitimately upset him. Because from what I remember of that situation, it involved, like, multiple people in their friend group. I'm just saying, I don't want to give, like, them the benefit of the doubt or let them get off scot-free. All the artists that were friends with Shadman, but when they're not being called out in the moment and this person is, like, your real-life friend, it's kind of hard to see the writing on the wall. They eventually did cut him out, though, because he was being, like, shitty to people. I don't remember what it was. I'm not up on the artist drama, because there seems to be, like, a bunch of it every month or so. But yeah, I don't think anyone should be, like, fired or excommunicated for interacting with Shad in the 2010s. But I am saying if we're going after Ava and only Ava, like, come on. It's not because you care about children. It's because you fucking hate trans people. And want to use this as an excuse to, like, call them all groomers. Okay, I looked at it. They were saying weird stuff in a group chat with 13-year-olds. What kind of group chat? Not that it matters. I used to love him, but Shad turned out to be a piece of shit. Many people were not aware of his real self. Yeah, I mean, like, the art is still bad. Like, I would, like, kind of silently judge someone for being a fan of his or, like, close with him because of the stuff he was doing. Because it's not even like, oh, man, this is a guy, it's a YouTuber I really like. He makes racist jokes in the past. It's like, it's not like he had a secret underbelly. Like, that was his content, is being, like, a Nazi and a pedophile. Can I say these words on Twitch? What the heck did I walk into? We're talking about Shadman. Shadbit. Yeah. I guess the difference of when they cut him out is, like, when he was drawing stuff, he, like, technically wasn't hurting but, well, that's not even true. But, like, emotionally, yeah. I don't know. He wasn't my friend. I don't know anything about him. Ooh, he, sucks. Hot take, I know. Yeah, it's more so that we're, like, discussing whether the Mr. Beast stuff was warranted, considering how many people interacted and were friends with Shad. But it sounds like, from what I'm gathering from the chat, my source of news and information, it wasn't just chat, it was also just weird stuff. But, like, what kind of weird stuff? What did she do? He used to do parody art and memes, too. They were popular. Oh, okay. But what did Ava do? What is inappropriate in a group chat? What does that mean? Because I know people don't like Zero, the Smash player, and call him a creep. Because he was in like a Discord server that had children in it, and he would post like hentai, I think. Which is, while not hitting on kids or interacting with them, it's still weird. A general rule of thumb... Like, I know, when people hear this, they get kind of upset. They're like, well, why is it... Because, all the, what was it, Dr. Disrespect stuff happened, and then there were a lot of people saying, like, man, children should not be on the internet. And then a lot of other people came out and was like, oh, what, we're gonna blame the victims? And not, actually, like, maybe kids are fine. Maybe that we should just, like, not have adults, being creeps to them. Is that so hard? And I get where they're coming from. I get the kind of victim blaming aspect of it all. But I also agree that there should be different spaces for children. And a general rule of thumb just for your own individual safety. Obviously, like, it's not hard to not be a predator if you aren't. Like, as much as I hate to say it, people are kind of, like, not born like that, but it kind of, it's a mental illness in a way. And I don't want to, like, get them off scot-free and be like, oh, no, it's not their fault. But, like, it is shit that's wrong in your brain. Like, definitively, right? You could choose not to act on it. But you choosing to feel those things is not really up to you. It's kind of just like your brain don't work. Maybe you can go to therapy, but I don't think they'll, like, cure it. I don't know enough about the subjects. I don't think therapy can really cure anything. It could help, though. They wrote about the creeps on the internet, what the fuck. What I'm saying is that, like, as a general rule of thumb, even though I am not a predator, I just don't interact with children on the internet. Like, fucking... People can get mad about that and be like, well, they deserve to be on the internet, too. And, like, I get it, because I grew up being on the internet. But I never, like, posted anything aside from Vines. I watched YouTube, and I, like, read Twitter posts on Reddit and, like, iFunny. But I didn't post anything. I don't think kids should have a presence. I certainly don't think they should have fucking Discord accounts. And some people hear that, and they say, like, oh, what? So we're gonna blame the kids and not the adults? Which is not what I'm trying to do. I just, like... It's more so that I don't like censoring myself, and it's kind of a slippery slope of, like... Legally, you're not, like, responsible if your audience has children in it, but you are kind of responsible. But I don't want to be responsible for that, and sure, like, people say, like, oh, man, like, kids watch the majority of YouTube, like, it's impossible to not have kids in your audience, but, like, I don't know. I feel like most of the adults I talk to watch YouTube, like, in the background while they're doing stuff, or, like, on the regular, like, people my age, or even, like, people, like, even fucking millennials do that. I think the idea that only kids watch a ton of YouTube is a fallacy. And, like, maybe there are some fucking teenagers that slip through the cracks and like total drama and will watch those videos. But I think, and maybe this is copium, I'm pretty sure that my audience is, like, mostly, if not entirely, adults. At least those are the most vocal ones. It's like, and same thing with the Discord server. I don't want to have to censor myself. If there's a funny meme with, like, balls in it or whatever, I don't want to have to think, like, oh man, should I send this or not? Because there's rules in the server. Nobody's posting legitimate porn, not anymore. But that's why the server is 18+. I don't run a fucking daycare. I don't want to be responsible for a kid. Because although it's not my kid, if they're in my server, then I am responsible for them, whether I like it or not. Similarly, if there's a large crop of children that watch my content, I need to watch what I say. And I don't want to do that, right? My aversion to children in my, like, community sphere is more an act of laziness than anything else. I refuse to censor myself, and I refuse to, like, look after children. I don't even want my own children. Why would I want to watch someone else's kids? Keep your smelly kids out of my fucking community. And fuck off, I guess is the point I'm getting at. Why the fuck are there any Tenny games? What the fuck? Where did like 90% of them go? Alright, now I'm pissed. Only not any words are hard. What am I missing? Kids should not have been in close proximity of Shad and minus 8 stuff? It's sad how sites for kids have really no kid hub on the internet anymore. Yes, this shit is fucking dumb. There are no nick.com anymore. Or at least social media. I don't know. Years ago, there were more kid-centric spaces. I genuinely think internet should be 18 plus. Kids should not be in most internet spaces, IMO. When I was like 8, I was having full-on conversation with adults in forums about Skylanders and shit. That happened to me too, and I was arguing on Spyro's behalf. That's why I have kind of like an understanding for these kids that like Teen Titans Go. Even though like it's a thing I liked as a kid and it's kind of... Or like Total Drama-Rama, I guess, even though I fucking hate that show. Where like, when I was a kid, I loved Skylanders, but all the discussion around the time was like, man, they killed Spyro. This game is gay and for babies. And it's made of plastic. When's the old Spyro gonna come back? And I was always defending him like, oh, no, come on. I was in the WWE forums during pay-per-views that we couldn't afford. Like, because people were talking... There was a live chat of people talking about what was happening in the match. And then my sister found out and told on me. Because I was talking to adult men in a wrestling forum. And I remember being pissed. But no, she was probably right. I don't know. I guess there are more, like, kid-coded spaces. There are more ones that... I guess, like, if something is 18 plus, they shouldn't be on Twitter. They shouldn't post video. Well, because now I'm like not backpedaling, but realizing like, okay, I said I'd never post anything, but I had like an Instagram account throughout high school. I had a Vine account when I was younger. Yeah, I just... On one hand, I grew up with the internet, but on the other hand, it was a different internet. But even then, like, I wasn't posting YouTube videos or leaving comments or talking to people. I was just watching content. I guess I'm okay with them scrolling. I mean, they might see some fucked up shit, but I don't think seeing fucked up shit will actually affect you. Maybe I'm just, like... We've talked about this before, where I had this friend who would, who liked some kind of disturbing movies and would often ask me before we watched them, like, hey, are you cool with this? This is kind of heavy stuff. And I would always be like, yeah. Like, imagery doesn't really get me. Something would need to happen IRL to me or in front of me for me to be affected by it. If I'm looking at a screen, I don't think it's really affecting me, you know? And there's those fucking middle schoolers that'll be like, I watch gore videos, blah. It's so, just a deep look into my twisted mind. But I do actually think that doesn't have nearly as big of an effect as stuff actually happening to you. Me and the God of War forum is an actual child arguing with very adult men. I don't know what a fuckhead is, but you're still wrong about the Blades of Athena, loser. I will say that my other stance on this take is that if kids are going to be on the internet, I'm not going to stop arguing with them just because they're children. If they make a bad point or a bad take, and I see that they got like 15 in their bio, who fucking cares? You're gonna learn today, kid, alright? I am not above arguing with children if it's truly... Because, like, people think, specifically on Twitter, that arguing is, like, a labor... Like, it is labor-intensive, and, like, it gets you emotionally wrought, and you're, like, crying behind the screen. What they fail to realize is that arguing is fun. Like, discussing movies and TV and video games and just opinions in general and disagreeing with someone is fun. Arguing is fun. Not, like, to be a debate lord, but, you know, when I'm like, typing on my fucking keyboard on my phone that someone's wrong, I'm not crying behind my screen and I'm not fucking seething. I'm like, hey, you're wrong. Let's talk about this. You can't argue with me. I'm a minor. Don't be fucking wrong, 16-year-old. I don't care. I love Penn Island. Yeah, welcome back to Penn Island, every guy. I'm gonna say everybody and every guys. That's not true. I was gonna say every pony and every guys because it's now wormed its way into my brain where I stopped saying it ironically and just say every pony now. And I'm trying to wade myself off of doing so. This map feels way bigger when you're close up. All right, we got a lot of ground to cover, literally and figuratively. Every pony suck. Yeah. Ooh, that's a bad one. Yeah. Alright, more discussion. I'm simply just terraforming. Does anyone have any questions for the big cheese? And I'm talking about me, not Cheesecake. If you ever welcomed us with every pony, I would be bungee jumping without the bungee cord. That's all it takes to get you guys killed? If I told you guys to jump off a cliff, would you do it? If it got you, like, ultra points or whatever? What about a free iPhone 8? Yes, no. Okay, I don't know what this is. I'm getting mixed signals right now. What if I gave away V-Bucks? How many ultra points? Oh, we're talking about V-Bucks now. I hate my life and I wanna die. I ain't got no... Do you guys remember... Some of you were babies, I guess, but you guys remember when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out and the pandemic was in full swing, so everyone was online, like, terminally? Do you remember all the fucking discourse about this game that would happen, like, every week or so? That shit was crazy. Yes, okay. What was your guys' favorite? Guys, is Peter Griffin still in Fortnite? I think you would... Is he in the Battle Pass? I don't know. I have it in Fortnite. Yes, the AC community was wild. They would, like, trap the ugly ones in cages and doing eugenics. Dude, Animal Crossing New Horizons launch time was a war period. Do you remember that one person who posted that infographic asking Nintendo to release it, like, 3 days earlier? Why? You can't wait 3 days? I would be ecstatic if my favorite game was coming out in, like, 3 days. Also, like... I'm not saying Nintendo caused the pandemic, because that would be ridiculous. However, I do think that, like, the reason this game sold so well is because of lockdown, and if there wasn't a lockdown, the game wouldn't have sold nearly as well. So it's kind of a miracle that it got delayed. I'm not saying Nintendo released the virus into the world, I'm just saying if that was leaked, I wouldn't doubt it. Never played Animal Crossing, but time traveling is valid. Yeah. Dude, yes, I think about that guy all the time. Raymond Comfort character. My favorite was the drama over the star trees that people got so... What was the star trees? I remember the space buns. That's what I remember. I remember the... Was Raymond the maid cat? And then people were trapping him in cages and people would go to the island to, like, look at him. You guys remember when they did fucking... Do you remember when Biden and Harris shared an Animal Crossing world as a part of their campaign? Why does nobody talk about that? Everyone talks about Pokemon Go to the Polls. And now we're having a fucking Kamala Brat summer. What popular Nintendo video game is there now that Kamala can latch onto? Nintendo World Championship speed run to the polls. Basically, there was a glitch where you could... put the shooting stars on trees and they were really... Oh, hold on. Really pretty, but this one guy on Twitter was throwing a huge fit and started a mass report campaign for islands so much so that Nintendo had to address it and patch it out. They were hacking Star Tree and other people were snitching for no reason other than they were mad, lol. What's the game gonna be this year? Skibbity Kamala? It's not a game. Street Fighter 6 to the polls. That came out last year. Tekken 8 to... Wave Dash to the polls? Who do you guys think Kamala's main is? Because we brought this up during EVO. Remember people getting pissed at museums and aquariums because they recreated their buildings in game and let people spend actual money on tickets to visit the islands and enjoy the art of whatever during lockdown? Falco 100%. We're talking about Tekken. You're forgetting the Elijah Woods Animal Crossing new... No, I remember that. My favorite Elijah Wood Twitter moment is when the Star Wars account tweeted out, did you know that the, what are they called? The Sith troopers that live on the Starfleet? It's like, did you know they were raised on here in Sith ways? And he just responds, no. How could we have known? But okay. You guys remember the Space Bun discourse? Be looking for Falco. No, how could we have known? I do. The space bun was the issue with the hair, right? Is that like someone's white animal, or someone was like white IRL and their character was using what the game called space buns and people were mad that it was like stealing black hairstyles? I think so. Can I show you guys something? Is this a safe space? I need you guys to know that I played this game when I was 19 and I had just gotten out of high school. I didn't know at the time that people were having fucking space spun discourse. Meanwhile, excuse me. Let's talk to some islanders while we're here. Hold on, but I want to show you guys something. I got a bunch of shit in storage right now. Uh-huh. Don't worry, it's not... It's certainly ignorant, but it's not terrible. Probably. Give it a second. Ignore that. You got this leopard print and these pink walls, by the way. Let me check my inventory. I was playing this game in 2020. I was 19 years old, fresh out of fucking high school. Everyone was having space spun discourse on whether or not it was appropriate for a white person to use the space spun hair. Meanwhile, I was wearing this in game. Oh wait, hold on. Let me put this away. I didn't even know what it was. I just thought it was a cool hat. People were having space spun discourse. Meanwhile, I was wearing this in the game. And I was like, oh, that's a cool looking hat. I didn't know what this was. Man, we got everyone in here. What? So, like, dude, if I was this now and the discourse around space spuns was happening, I think I would have been cooked. I think that would have been it. It is a cool looking hat, though. Almost broke the peak viewers for this week. We're so close to 75, I could taste it. Dude, I know, right? What the fuck was I thinking? I didn't know what it was. I'm just like, this is a cool hat. I want to wear this one. So what's that hat called then? I don't know. Is this an inexcusable offense? In my defense, I was really stupid. I had never experienced any life outside of my own. I got out of my fucking Christian high school, and then protests started happening. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And then my fucking world opened. It's sad, but that's legitimately probably what happened. It's funny, we won't get nay today. Thanks, guys. That's why I feel safe sharing this stuff, you know? Because, like, children are curious, and the target audience of the game properly put these different cultures closed so kids... would be curious and look up what they are. Yeah, I was 19, but I did not look up what it was. I legit just thought it was I was like, oh, it's like a beanie. That's cool. I like beanies. I was wrong, but that's what being on the internet is, too. It's a learning experience. I don't mind, like, looking back on older me. Unfortunately, there are, like, videos from when I was a teenager that I'm like, this doesn't age super well. But I think it's important to chart that growth because, like, anyone can learn and change. And the idea that, like, people are always going to be stuck in their ways. Not that we should extend an olive branch to, like, ignorant people because it doesn't really deserve it. But, you know, anyone can change. Like, learning about the world and shit, yeah. But sometimes I'm streaming and Rants will show up and just say some weird shit. I don't know what that was about. It kind of made me mad. I was 15 and decorated my island like Gravity Falls X Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls. True. So true. Very true. Do we have everyone? Are we missing anyone? Everyone truly is here. So question, is this like Sisyphus? Like, how far are we into this? Okay. We've got a lot of literal ground to cover. Does anyone else currently have this game? And who played it like recently and who played it when it first came out? Because this was like the big game of 2020. This and Fall Guys. Do you think the new Animal Crossing game will get released at the same time as Doom: The Dark Ages? Did everyone tune into Animal Crossing stream? Into this Animal Crossing stream? I do. Where were you guys in 2020 when I was streaming this game? Truly, everyone is here. Let's take a big picture. You know what? If you guys do have Animal Crossing, I think I can get them on the island. We could do like a thing at the end of stream. You know, my birthday in the year it came out. Okay, that's still close enough in proximity. I play every few months and get ridiculed by fucking Renee. I hate Renee. You guys want to meet my islanders? I know I keep, like, moving away from this whole landscaping thing I'm doing, but... we'll check in every Thursday. Pressed in quarantine my junior year in 2020. Can I admit something? I feel like I already did admit something. So, if someone wanted to make a takedown twit longer, they would simply just need to watch this stream. Can I admit something? Is this a safe space? Can't see my husband on my island tee. Or I can, okay. Oh no, can't. Wait, what? Oof. Your silence is telling me probably not. So I will keep it to myself then. What is it, Andrew? I had the time of my life during lockdown. When that pandemic hit, I was so not excited, but man, I was in my element. Because all my friends had no excuse but to play games and record with me. I was like staying inside anyway. I didn't have to work. I hated my job at the time. Just eating fucking frozen food, playing video games, filming stuff online. Like, my 2020, what I distinctly remember, is just, like, lockdowns happened, and this game came out, and then Warzone had come out, and then GTA was free on the Epic Game Store, and then Fall Guys came out. And that's what I was doing the entire time. My 2020, I was having a blast, and I was going on walks around, like, our little outside area, because nobody was outside, and, like, deers and birds were following me. It was awesome. Nature truly won. And then I was playing Fall Guys and GTA with my friends. That's really all I could ever ask for. Rip to those who died, but I smoked weed and watched South Park and Community for 5 months. Shit was lit. That's also around when I probably started Community, I think. Maybe. That being said, I guess that's when I got into the Owl House later that year. Because, like, BoJack and Steven had both just ended, and I was, like, wrought. Like, Endgame happened, and then, Endgame had happened, and then Steven Universe ended, and BoJack ended, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? I have nothing to look forward to. There's nothing I'm excited for. Like, those were all the things that I was obsessed with and, like, hyper-fixated on. Wrestling got really bad for a while. My favorite YouTube channel, like, ended the fucking... the Christmas before 2020. I was legit just like, I was in duress. On the bright side, 2020, instead of binge reading and watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know consuming media, people have beef with that as a pastime or a hobby, but like I'll look back to individual years of myself and be like, man, 2023 me, I hadn't watched this thing, or played this thing, or experienced this, right? Like, I was thinking about it because I was playing Animal Crossing. I was like, oh man, I like Stardew Valley. I'm like, wait, I didn't even play Stardew Valley until this year. I'll separate this year into seasons, because now we're in the summer. The spring was probably a pretty rough time for me. Just, like, emotionally and otherwise. But now, summer, I'm fucking back on the horse. I had, like, I was definitely occupied throughout winter with a side quest, I guess, is the only way of putting it. It is nice to, like, have distractions. Like, I think people kind of shit on it a little bit. Like with the recent, like, health stuff I've been worried about. Although I do have, I don't want to say crippling anxiety, but, like, really bad anxiety. Sometimes it's nice to worry about just one thing, you know? Because when I just had a pretty brutal thing happen emotionally. when I came back or while I was leaving for VidCon. And then I came back, and then the health stuff started, like, a week later. And that's all I've been worrying about now. Like, that and streaming, and, like, I guess just, like, when I'm not working, I only have time to, like, worry about other shit and, like, be concerned. But when it's the ball thing, although it is scary in a way, I'm like, oh, I don't need to worry about anything else because I'm worried about this one thing. It's nice to have a health scare every now and then so I don't have to worry about just general life stuff. That sounds weird. And also, like, it's nice to have a random hyperfixation, whether that be, like, a show you like, or, like, a crush on a person, or, like, a movie, or, like, a video game community, or just, like, a meme in general. Like, it's a distraction. And people will hear that sometimes and be like, how sad that you need to, like, distract yourself from life. But fucking life is made up of a bunch of tiny distractions, one after the other. It's nice, and then sometimes you look back and be like, man, what was I thinking back then? But that's life, baby. We're really getting deep here in this stream. Very cozy. We'll be getting deep in the last couple. Now that I'm nearing the end of my life. Time to be more open with my feelings. Okay, we're finishing the third layer. We're getting awfully close. I think crushes it with hyperfixations, huh? It's basically the same thing. It's like a little distraction. It doesn't mean anything. There's this, this thing in, like, TV shows and movies, and just, like, people on TikTok will say it, too. It's like, dude, if you got a crush on someone, like, you gotta tell them. Like, you'll feel, like, debilitating pain if you don't tell them. Like, trust me, it won't ruin anything. Like, even if it does ruin stuff, like, you gotta tell them, man. It's important that you tell them. But, like, you don't really. Like, crushes will just go away. You could think something for, like, a month or whatever, and then be like, okay. It's nice to obsess over one thing, and then it'll just go away, you know? No reason to, like, ruin everyone's good time. Andrew, you give the vibe off that one kid who nicknamed a character New Leaf Sex and couldn't change it, so they panicked and took a hammer to their cartridge. I would proudly have a character named Sex. I've transferred up all of my Pokemon since I was a kid, and a lot of them have pretty unfortunate names. I'm not saying they're, like, offensive. I'm saying it's, like, I named them in, like, 2016, so their names are, like, Big Chungus or whatever. Known somebody who had, like, 3 new crushes every month. Yeah, see, that's fine. As long as you're not, like, being weird about it. I think it's just like being hyper fixated on a show or whatever. Because, honestly, most crushes are just kind of it's fan fiction. Like, you're making up scenarios in your head about a person. And, like, you can get close to a person, but you can't ever really know what they're exactly like or what they're thinking. So when you have a crush on someone, you kind of create, like, a fucking fake version of them in your head. You're playing with dolls. TBH, I stopped having IRL crushes in middle school. I still get them. It's a form of admiration. But, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, man, I must confess my feelings. Because I know it'll go away. It's like a rash. Like, when you're an adult, you kind of learn that you don't need to tell everyone you have a crush on. As an adult, you'll actually realize that sometimes you'll be hanging out with your friend and they'll be like, hey, I had a thing for you, like, last year. And you'll be like, oh, alright. And it's, like, totally normal. That shit just happens. I only have fictional crushes nowadays. Yeah. And that, more so than anything, is also you just making up shit in your head. Why are there always bugs surrounding me? I think we've got, like, a hole somewhere in the house. But am I making sense? Do I sound like a psycho right now? I feel like I'm making sense. I would fuck the shit out of that robot man. Okay. Which robot man? Google, show me this guy's balls. I hate having crushes. It makes me feel so creepy and delulu. Like, why am I thinking about getting married to the Best Buy employee that wants to sell me something? Limerus is evil. That's that fucking Family Guy plot. I've never had a crush. I just be like, oh, everyone else is doing this. Okay, you fandom person, I guess. Haven't you, like, dated people? I think it makes sense. I don't know. I just got back. Okay, thank you, Josh. I can always rely on you to have my back. But, like, when you're in it, it's like, this is the most important thing ever. Like, everything is a battle of, like, heart over brain. Which sounds robot-y in its own way, but... You know. I know I would never, like... marry someone or have kids, you know? Like, when you're feeling strong feelings, you're like, it's time to begin my life anew, or whatever. But I wouldn't actually do it. It's not me. It doesn't fit my style. I'm gonna be 50 and I'm gonna be streaming Animal Crossing New Horizons in my room by myself. Never had a crush on your boyfriend. For me, I have to fall in love in order for me to date someone. I didn't have a crush on him. He just asked me out and I was like, okay, I guess. Everyone else is dating. I'm 16. This is what people do. That sucks. Me and my girlfriend both agree we don't want kids. We just want a couple pets. Based. We talked about this before, if we're really getting deep into it. You have to sometimes... I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me. Whenever I say you, I'm talking about me. Sorry. Oh! Dude, if that mic fell on my balls, I think I would have been catatonic. I cannot... I'm on, like, 1 HP when it comes to that shit right now. Maybe that's why they started hurting, is how often the fucking microphone fell on them. What an army of randomly assorted lizards. I don't think a relationship is good for me. I think it would, this is gonna sound crazy, but like distract me from my work. And it's just not something I want to have to deal with. That being said, everyone loves the idea of being loved, you know? When I hear the concept, like sometimes I'll see posts of people on like Twitter or TikTok. And it's like, oh, look at this happy couple all hanging out. And I'll be like, oh, man. Aw, jeez. But then when it actually comes to, like... I don't think I'm washed. I don't think I'm fucked. I think I have, like, some positive features. I think it's definitely possible for me to, like, win someone over slowly over time. But I'm lazy. Like, again, everything is just an act of laziness. Like, the fact that I don't care enough to, like, actually go out and do that probably proves that it's not for me, you know? But I like being loved and being held. Fucking sue me. Why can't my bros do that? Why do I gotta get in a fucking committed-ass relationship for that? Okay, here's the thing. I either need a shovel to dig that out so I can place something there, because I cannot place something when there's a shining hole. Or, I can change the day, and it'll go away. But I feel like we're gonna change the day later when we move the houses around anyway. Relationships blow. 1 second he says you're his lifeline and he loves you, and the next he cheats on you with a coworker. Been there. Get a dog. Dogs never cheat. Do you guys believe the so-called you only fall in love 3 times in your life? No. It depends on how fast it happens, I guess. Because, like, statistically, maybe. But, like, if you fall in love with someone and you're in love with each other, then you'll probably be with each other for, like, a little bit. Like a handful of years, maybe. And then you need some time to get over it after, and then you fall in love again. I don't know. Because, like, I've fallen in love before, but it was so long ago, or at least I thought I did. I don't know. I can't really... Sometimes I think I did, and then I'm like, okay. I get caught up in the spectacle sometimes. Like, in the fucking story of it all, and I convince myself I'm feeling stronger feelings than I actually am to, like, fuel the plot or whatever. But I did when I was in, like, high school, and then I was, like, obsessed afterwards. And then, I just stopped talking to this person, and then I just forgot about it entirely. Like, when you're in it, it's like, this is so painful. Like, is this feeling ever gonna go away? And then, like, a year passes, and you're like, oh, I haven't thought about this person in so long. So it depends on how fast you can move on, I guess. I feel like 3 is too infrequent. I mean, my fucking grandparents got married after I was born. That's why I'm cool with just, like, biding my time for now, too, and not really, like... Because I've never been in a real relationship. I had a quote girlfriend in like 6th grade, but that doesn't really count, and we were together for like 2 weeks. I'm not really anyone's type. And also, like, again, I'm not, you know, I put myself in a box. But I'm not like, the thing that always spooked me is there's a lot of people my age who are like, I gotta go to college and then meet my wife and then get married and have kids. That I'm not really worried about, like, not getting my dating experiences. Sometimes I feel a little left out because I haven't had the proper dating experience. I'm like, clearly, like, I don't want to be maladjusted if I start now. But, you know, you're never too old to find love. You're too old to find love in a certain age bracket of people. Like fucking teenagers. But, you know, you could be 50 and then find another 50-year-old who ends up being the love of your life. I'm not rushing into anything. For me, shit would just fall in my lap. And maybe I am just lazy. But to me, I'd rather focus on having my life be more fulfilled and doing all the creative ventures I want to do. Because I don't want my relationship, potential hypothetical relationship, to be a replacement for that. I want it to coincide with the stuff I love doing. I would never want it to be like, well, now I have to stop making videos or stop streaming or whatever. That being said, I do work every day. Like, I don't really give myself breaks aside from what I did in June, and even then I was miserable. Surely if I, like, get big enough, I can kind of slow down. My goal is to just, like, every year make one less video. So, like, we're doing 12 this year, so it'll be, like, 11 next year, and then 10, and then 9, and then 8. And then when I'm, like, 35, I'll do, like, one video a year. And I don't mind that. I think that's so, because this is what I love doing. And maybe something will fucking fall in my lap along the way, but I'm not going to go hunting for it. I don't... It's an argument of priorities, and I just don't care enough. I like spending time with people. Doesn't mean we gotta kiss about it, you know? Now, too many people talk about how they found the love of their life at 70. There's nothing wrong with waiting. Bro's gonna start making negative videos. I'm gonna start deleting videos. I don't know, because, like, retirement sounds cool, but I think I have the fucking workaholicism in my brain that my parents have. Thanks for passing that down. Where, like, if I'm not working, I feel really miserable and unfulfilled. I don't want to be like Ben Shapiro and be like, people shouldn't retire, blah, 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 because I think they should, and I would like... I like having the option, but because this is my job and I'm really passionate about it, I don't really foresee me, like, going the way of MatPat and Germa and, like, stop making stuff. Maybe if I do have a wife and kid, if that ever, like, just kind of happens to me, it would kind of need to be an accident. Sorry, future kid, if you're watching this. But yeah, I don't want to stop doing this. I see no reason to stop doing this. This is what gives me... This is what fulfills me. More lore behind deleted IG. You're asking me? What do you mean? Like the one I had when I was in high school? It's funny how we always talk about relationships on these streams like every week. When are we going to talk about the stock market or something? It's gambling. Anyone who tells you it isn't gambling is coping. Like, it's like... It's socially accepted gambling. Oh. It's either cum or love. Cum is love. And the day you realize that is the day you find peace. Your Honor, he's spitting. Yeah, I don't... It's gambling. And I'm not saying that's, like, morally irreprehensible. Like, gambling is gambling. If the only person affected is you, then fine. But it is gambling. That's what you're doing. And that's why I don't do it. Like, I know, like, when you become an adult, you gotta, like, start looking at stocks or whatever. I don't have any credit. I don't have anything, really. If that's true, how come I've never cummed? I have a lot of questions about that, but I don't think they're pretty invasive, so let's just leave that on the table and pretend we don't see it. To come is to be loved. I think I just like attention. Oh, wow. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that in particular. Just learn that sometimes some stuff you feel like... I feel like me being in a relationship would be really selfish of me. Because I'm doing it for selfish reasons. I like when people pay attention to me. What I need to do is get one of those damn polycules. But then I get jealous because they're not paying attention to me and instead they're paying... What I need is a harem. No, okay. We're losing... I'm losing the popular vote. But yeah, I don't play the stock market, not because I think it's like morally reprehensible, but because it's gambling and I refuse to gamble on like real money. I don't think I have an addictive personality. I fucking love soda and caffeine, but even that, like, I've just been drinking exclusively water the last like weeks or so.
Dual wheel.
Oh, thank you for that. I'm glad this talk has convinced you to stay on this here Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket countdown. I look pissed. So I'll be in a harem with Andy. My expectations on men had gone higher, so it'll probably be impossible for me to find someone again. Nah, come on. I think there are some people that would rather, like, be in a relationship that doesn't... I mean, obviously, like, not accommodating, but, you know, nobody is going to be perfect. The goal is to find someone that you just, like, is the least amount of work. That's why I never understood the whole, like, I can fix him thing. Like, why would you want your relationship to be work? You want it to be like, oh, you just chill with each other and you like hanging out. It's like being friends, except you kiss and fuck sometimes. And you could do that with your friends, mind you. But also, you know, some people think that being single is worse than being in a relationship that isn't up to your personal standards. But, like, being like, oh, man, I'll never find someone up to my standards. Like, that's fine, man. Like, if you have certain standards, then just, like, keep them. Don't go into a relationship that does not fit your personal standards just because you think you should be in a relationship. Well, I figured I should check the other stuff since I only watch your YouTube up to now. Well, we're covering a lot of... Do you have any personal questions, Pyro? We're getting into some deep shit here today because I'm just digging holes. This is just like that movie Holes. I've heard about this. Never in-depth thank you for reminding me of this. What are we talking about? My standard is kiss, kiss, fall in love. Well, then, yeah. Some people are romantics, and you fall in love all the time, and you constantly get in relationships. That's also fine. I don't have anything wrong with people who are constantly in relationships. I just don't think people should be in relationships because they feel as though they're supposed to be. Great movie, that. Welcome to Hell. Don't forget to sub to the BHL Turbo. But yeah, of course, yeah. There might be original content on the Turbo channel soon. Or like in a month from now, I don't know. Maybe also on the bonus channel, I'll see. Yeah, I gotta get an actual shovel, because this shovel doesn't count. It's like a spade and a pail. Not a bucket and a mop, this is a shovel and a pail. My standard is nice, don't cheat on me, don't assault me, women optional, and I also don't think I fuck with relationships, I'm not sure yet. Well then just don't be in a relationship. Those are fine standards. I wouldn't call them low standards. Like, that's probably the bare minimum, but I'm glad you have standards. Oh, man, this is what I'm signing up for. Yeah, man, this is the fucking... this is the stream. Some of them, if I'm playing a more exciting game, then sure. But we're gonna have a cozy little discussion here today, because, again, it's just holes. What's your favorite video? What led you to me down this, the trajectory that will soon ruin your life? Once you become a part of this community, there's no getting out. It's like quicksand. I'm just gonna leave this one on its own and then get a real shovel. I don't want your damn money. Get your money when you fix this damn door. Also, however, if you like Nintendo Switch games, this is going to be a regular thing on Thursday where we play a bunch of Nintendo Switch games and the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. Hope you like it. Personally, I'm very grateful for my relationship with my partner. I've been with them almost 7 years now, and I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. Yeah, see, that's sweet. It shouldn't... Like, people say relationships are work, and I guess that's true, but it shouldn't feel like work. It should be like breathing. Or like you just like hanging out. It's like having one of your bros, but they support you more. Well, man, the first one was total drama video, but my favorite is hard to say. I like the Portal videos, and the Brave video is really good. Also, the Adult Swim videos, Portal on top. We got someone who actually watched the Brave video. Have you watched the Brave video, Lily? This is the mark of who's a true fan and who isn't. But that casts a wide enough net. I watched the Brave video. As long as it's like 3 separate things. This is what we discovered, is that I'm a different... Smash Bros. Perspective was really good. Now, this is a true fucking fan. I'm like a different guy to every different fandom. Which is good. My goal was to not become the total drama guy. And I think I successfully did so by becoming like a bunch of other guys. To some, I'm the Portal guy, or the Adult Swim guy, or the wrestling guy, or the Smash Bros. Guy, or the total drama guy, or the fucking thumb guy. Xbox. I just talk about shit I want to talk about. Everyone's still sleeping on the Mean Girls vid. I know, right? I don't even remember that one. Get his ass. Get his ass out of here. I have not watched the Brave video? Wow. Wow. That's kind of crazy. You're my main watch while I play some games on mute YouTuber. That's adorable. Thank you. I'm glad people don't find my voice grating. Some people just pass out to my voice. Oh yeah, the Xbox video was really good too. And the Smash video is kind of like a spiritual successor to that. More so like if I do the DLC video, which I'm probably going to do. Why the fuck would you do that? Hold on, this shit's bugging me. Let me fix this. We are so back. Let's talk about me. I passed it to his voice. I Pavlov'd myself. Yeah, but it's not just you. Well, I mean, to my voice specifically, sure. Okay. Well, now we need to go get a normal shovel. We've hauled everything we could haul. These are all... I have one of every tree because I got rid of all of everything on this landscape, right? All of the rocks, all the trees, all this stuff. And I needed to be able to make sure I could have all these fruits, so I took one of each. And you can't put them away in, like, your house. You have to hold them in your inventory. I think the rocks respawn, which I did not know. Which is good to know, because I definitely destroyed all of these, and a lot of them are back now. I guess I could fill this spot before I go get the fucking shovel. Ooh, I need a shovel to get those, though. Hi. Who do I have? Eric. Huh? It's been a while since we talked, I think. I've been having a lot of weird dreams lately. Maybe my jar of palak paneer finally went bad. I don't know why. I keep it in warm, damp place. Anyway, in my dreams, we talked every night. Sometimes you had 2 heads, so I'm betting that right now is real. Eric's always out day drinking. Alright, let's get a normal shovel, and I guess let's talk to everyone. Now that I've jammed all their houses together. Watching Deadpool and Wolverine today, I'm so excited. I'm gonna see that tomorrow. At least you have an easy way to sleep. Curb stomp. Alright, better be good, lol. It's either going to be really good or really bad. I don't think there's any in-between there. Whose house is this? Annalisa? I think Sylvia's my favorite. If I remember. Hi, Annalisa. What's going on? It's been a while, Igor Simp. I was worried that I might have offended you or something. Anyway, nice to see you again. I don't think I've seen her in, like, years. Sorry, I'm in the middle of something right now. What are you up to? I'm currently crafting a golden garden bunny just to see how I do at it. DIY is a great way to learn by doing. I'm totally obsessed with it. Igor Simp, I want to learn how to make your own golden garden bunny? Sure. Alright, I wrote down all the details right here. It should be easy for you. What's that supposed to mean? Give it a try when you have time and materials gumdrop. That's her nickname for me. Huh, okay. What's your take on Gen Z ad for the movie, BH? What do you mean? The one where Deadpool says, "Let this man cook." Is that the one you're referring to? Why can't someone call me Gumdrop? The world is so unfair. Is that the ad you're referring to? So we talked to Eric and Annalisa. You are not home. You are not home. There's Cap'n. He's Cap'n. I want to show you guys something, actually. There is a chance... Oh, hold on. This guy's got a kid. Igor Simp, long time no see. You must have been really busy lately. Feels like ages since we've talked. They're all gonna say this. How can I help you, child? So, I need to say something. You should know how great your pilot's uniform looks on you. I think that color you're wearing would go really well with some triangle shades. Want to see if my hunch is right. So here's a gift for you. Hope I chose well, child. They all call me child or gumdrop. This is awesome. Okay. Well, this is Igor Simp's new look. Where the fuck is everybody? Oh, hello. Oh, we're doing group yoga? What's up, gang?
Oh my god!
Hey! Oh my god! Welcome to the family. You're here whether you... Don't forget, you're here forever. Igor Simp, it's been too long. You know you don't need some cockamamie reason to come talk to Monty, right? Well, I'm just glad you stopped by. Take care now. Hey, what can I do for you? Hey, have you eaten your recommended daily dose of veggies yet? Oh, okay. What's daily dose? Ah, oh, come on. You don't know that you're supposed to eat a certain amount of veggies every day? It's kind of a lot, but here's a good hack. You could just eat one giant veggie, like a pumpkin. This is... What's his name? Poncho. Yo, Igor Simp, long time no see, little bear. You're looking strong. You've been working out. This dude's a jock. What's going on, little bear? Whoa, nice ladder, little bear. You setting up a high dive or something? Hey, what's your favorite dive? Me? I like the deck-tuple twisting pike. They're super easy. Annalise is my favorite. We're gonna talk to... Wait. Hold on, not Annalisa. What's your name? Jody? Fuck, what is it? It's something like that. Audie, that's what it is. I love her. Oh my gosh, Igor said, finally, I get to chat with you. I legit missed you. A lot. She's my favorite. Hey, it's super great to see you. What do you need? The bug off is this Saturday. I've been practicing being super quiet since you can't make noise or you'll scare off the buggies. Check it out. See, Toad's quiet. Toads. Yeah, no bug is gonna hear me. Just need to practice more, huh? Okay. Where's everyone else? Okay, you're in your house. No, you're not. You're in your house. Who lives here? Oh. Okay. I don't need to pull the weeds because I'm going to... You know what? I'll pull the weeds. Fuck it. It really bugs me. I didn't know the bug off was tomorrow. Or on Saturday, actually. Everyone's pessimistic about Gen Z. Stupid ape pumpkins are grounds. Or gourds. I'm stupid. Alright, I just want to talk to him because there's a chance he references a specific... Isn't Gulliver supposed to be around here? Where did he die? We saw him earlier. Because he can reference a lot of different games. Oh, hey, baby. What's going on? These fish are quite frustrating. But the more I fail to catch anything, the more determined I become. I'm not having much luck today. Show me. Where are all these fishes? Because my oh my. We snaw. There you go. Storms are coming. Brace yourselves, lads. Hard to starboard. Tough to port. Stern to stern. Weigh anchor. Check its blood pressure. Who's your provider? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, don't be flotsam. Just be jetsam. It just sounds more rugged. Hold on, when does he... Hold on. Villagers at the bottom, Andrew at the top. Exactly. So I arrived late. What's the plan for the island? Damn pyramid. I don't know what the chance of him, we have to get him up. When does he get up? Yum, yum, yum. How do we get him up, actually? What do we do? 10 times, I think? I already licked all those cookies, had to. Test for raisins. There we go. Good morning, or evening, vision's fuzzy. How are you this fine whatever time of day it is? There's a chance that he says something. Say, is that my favorite landlubber, Igor Simp? It's ahoy. Good thing your head is so huge, makes it pretty easy to identify your blurry silhouette. Would you like to hear I end up on your beach this time? Yeah, I thought you might. There was battling 2 dozen sea monsters. Holding my own until one of them landed a devastating tickle attack, sent me tumbling overboard. Kasploosh! Paddle, flail, burble, herbal. Next thing I know, I'm being poked back to life at this very beach. Boy, talk about a close call. Can you believe it? Ha! Ah, that's a good laugh. Have you heard these before? Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but there's several more hours, but the ocean is calling my name. So I'm gonna rescue. Just called for help using my handy-dandy... Oh my gosh! My handy-dandy communicator is broken. This isn't handy or dandy. Ah, sardines, it's all cracked and busted. Looks like it's coming to queue communicator points, too. That means I'll have to wait for my crew to find me. Okay, so I gotta give him the points or whatever. There's a chance he says something different every time he washes up on shore. I'll look for him. Or will he say it after? Mr. 5 part. Okay, no, he'll say it then, but he didn't say it. Anyway, there's a small chance that when you do this, he'll say, really? Wow, I haven't gotten this reception, or I've gotten reception this sweet and bubbly. Wait a minute. He might still say it if I give him the computer parts or whatever. Hold that thought. I know we're building land or whatever. I gotta grab my shovel and my parts. Because I got a ton of shit in my inventory. A bucket and a mop. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for playing my game. Ow! I need a shovel. Do I not have one? Oh man, I only have 4 fragments. Wait, no, those are not the rest. Wait, are the rested parts what I give him? I thought that's what it was. We're gonna organize and we're gonna decorate the island once the whole thing is done. Think about this paper tiger. Or all the barrels and the couches. Or Godzilla. See, I got a lot of shit. I gotta... Ugh, gross. Why am I... Ah! I got my Bunny Day baskets that I can't get rid of. And my plaques. Okay, so I don't have a shovel. I gotta make one. Okay, let's do it from the front. Anyway, there's a chance that Gulliver references Star Tropics, which is the only time Nintendo has referenced Star Tropics, like, legitimately, ever. And as a Star Tropics fan... What the fuck? As a Star Tropics fan, I'll take anything I can get. Hardwood. Hardwood iron nugget. Got it. Does it have to be hardwood? It could just be any wood. W. Gulliver. They should put Star Tropics in the fucking Nintendo World Championships. That'll really get them going. Keep crafting. Now I need a shovel. Now we're done. Put the stuff away I don't need. Clump of weeds. Iron nuggets. Bag of weed, or anything better with a bag. I did not mean to do that. And now I got my damn shovel. I don't think I could destroy... Do I need to eat fruit to destroy rocks, or can I just do that? I think it's the fruit, which I don't have. Unless there's fruit in the building. Hold on. Because we're going to need to destroy those rocks at some point. I haven't played much New Horizons despite having it for nearly a year as of now, I think. Yeah. I played it a lot when it came out. Obviously, I was streaming, and then I just kind of fell out of playing it. Are there fruit in storage? There might not be. We might be in trouble here. Interesting. We could always, like, buy fruit somewhere, I think. Can we not? Or can I eat the fucking coconut tree? You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? Well, fuck you. You're wrong. Idiot. Can I eat the flowers? Will that count? What about the eggs? Can I eat the eggs? I remember I got them when they did the big Easter event because I thought I would never see them again. And technically I haven't because I haven't really gone back to play it for other Easters. But once this becomes a regular thing and we keep returning to Penn Island on every Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown stream, then I'll get back into the rhythm of it all. It'll be like the last 5 minutes of every Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown stream. We'll check back in on Penn Island because this is the first one we started with. Or I could just say this is the one we started with. Time to dig a hole. With a real-life shovel. I don't know enough about Animal Crossing. Like, I had fun with this. I think I would have gotten bored of any Animal Crossing game, but, like, people don't like this one. Why is your follower goal 627? Because it's what the Turbo Channel's at. I'm pitting them against each other. The Turbo Channel may have surpassed that, though. BH Ultra Turbo. You know, it's at 6... Oh, that's at 627. Well, there's, like, little landmarks, you know? I like to make them compete. Ideally, I mean, the next goal in reality is to get partner, but that's, like, a long ways away. Everyone unsubscribe from the Turbo Channel. No, that's the main one I need. If you guys follow... I just want to prove that the numbers are the same, so we need everyone following Twitch and also subscribe to the Turbo Channel. You know, if you plant the bag back in the hole, it'll plant a money tree, but I don't want that right now, and I can just do that whenever. Alright, now back to building. Oh, I'm still construction pilled. How much higher up can I go? Is just the final layer? Because I could probably work on moving my house once this layer is done. Get some of that real quick to mess with the count. I appreciate it. I need everyone all hands on deck for the Turbo Channel. But yeah, technically the next, like, Twitch goal, aside from the Summer of Ultra Fund, which we're not even sure what it's going towards quite yet, you should pin a link at the Turbo Channel at the beginning of streams. I mean, it's pinned beneath the stream. People can see it. How long have we been at 59%? I feel like we got 50, like, really early on, and now we've been kind of plateauing. We'll get there. We still got a lot of summer left. We got 57 days to go, allegedly. That's like 20 or so streams, maybe. That can't be right, but... No, maybe it is. No one looks down there. Alright, damn, dude. What do you mean pin a... You mean at the top of the chat? Well, you guys should look down there. They got a lot of cool links. I'll just put the logo really big on the middle of the screen. And it has, like, an annotation and a hyperlink attached to it. So if you click on it, it'll take you to the channel and automatically subscribe you. And there's no way to get rid of it. There you go. Yeah, I was trying to look it up on YouTube directly to find it. It's just BH Ultra Turbo. That all one word. The obtuse name was purposeful. Pin in chat is pretty useful. Like, for every chat? Forever? QR at the bottom right corner. Yeah, but how many people are actually going to scan that? Like, if the decision is like, okay, it's either somebody has to spend time scrolling down and clicking the link, or spend time scanning a QR code. Scrolling down is a lot easier. So does BH Turbo. No, it's a very long title. That's where you're wrong, Pyro. But we're all learning here today. We were at 51% last week. Oh, that's good then. I mean, considering the summer, it's only been, what, a couple weeks? We have more summer left than we've been in summer. Okay. Then I gotta do the ramps. Actually, hold on. Can I just do that here? Press cleanup. No. I think I have to go to Tom Nook to get a ramp. But, hold on. I want to see, can I go up higher, or is this, like, the very peak? It's Peem. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well. Let's get that, like, back area. How big is my house? Let's say it's, like... Let's give it, like, 10 by 10, maybe? And then I'll be at the very top. And then I think I can move my house and wait for the next day. So I need to... It needs to be centered. Okay, we're not centered at all. I wish we could have, like, a mini-map instead of me doing this, but... Okay, hold on. Why would you do this now? Awful timing. Okay. I want to get the exact middle point. No, hold on. Is this the exact middle point, or am I too far left? Okay. I feel like this one right here is the middle. As middle as it's going to be. It'll be these two. So 1, 2, 3. Let me just add these. So that'll be 8. Let's add 4 on each side. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess a rectangle is fine. So wait. So that'll be 5 down. That's probably okay. I mean, the house is a rectangle anyway, and it's only going to get bigger. Trying to center things brings up painful memories of trying to build without rulers in games like Minecraft and Terraria. Minecraft and Terraria is a lot because you have a wider scope, or you're actually a lot closer. But this, and also Minecraft, you can equip a map. This time, every time you want to open the map, it brings up a different menu. She's an animal on my balls. Sorry. Does it say bells or balls? I'm trying to find. Hold on. I can't fucking read. Hold on. She's an animal on my bells till I crossing. No. Very loud, incorrect buzzer. Ooh, so close. This is just like Animal Well. She an animal in the sheets the way... Be crossing her feet? No, that's not good. The way I cross the street. Because she... No. There's something here, I can taste it. This seems much worse. Fuck! See what I mean? And they gotta be like, it's squares. But trust me, the Penn Island restoration project does not end here. We're making progress at the very least. And it's forcing me to do so. But for all the people that I think everyone has been here today. Because we're just doing this monotonous, busy work on Animal Crossing. We're getting really deep here today. We're covering a lot of important topics. You guys can ask me anything. Don't ask me about Santa, though. I can't tell you if he's real or not. That's not really up. That your parents should tell you that. Time for the Q&A. This is my advice corner. Does anyone have any life issues? Time for your classic Andrew Ultra advice. Yes, you should invest in Bitcoin. Next question. Crossed her animal to the new horizon. What is her animal? What are we taming here today? What to do if fat? Who cares? Food tastes good as fuck. Like, very few people who are fat are, like, actually unhealthy. So who cares, you know? Love yourself. I know that's not really good advice. Nobody wants to be straight with me about Santa. Well, he's not. You know what it is. What is? Oh, the animal? I like what people call... Well, I don't like it, actually. I find it silly, but that's why I like it. When people call pussy strange... Like, they're out on the town taming strange. I fucking hate that. That makes... Referring to it as a wild animal is also cool as fuck. Oh, hey, Eric. You're drinking again? It's the middle of the day, Eric. It's 2 p.m. I love it. That's so white, lol. It's like a specific... It's like Canada or like... It's somebody... I thought it was just a South Park bit. No, people say that. I've heard it in a sick animation bit, too, I think. I'm building a wall so that Eric cannot talk to me. Build me a wall, make it 10 feet high. Hey world, stay on your side. Can I put this here? Optical illusion. The illusion of free speech choice. What's your take on Lethal Company? All my questions are game related, I'm realizing. That's fine. This is still good advice. I like playing a character and doing I always feel kind of guilty when I'm like streaming the game and people don't know. But like also you can kind of just anytime you load up an online video game, you should just suspect that somebody is probably streaming. So I don't feel bad. Well, I do feel weird about it. Like I'm spying on people. But I used to think I preferred playing with strangers, but then like I just didn't play it for a while more and more. Because I was like, oh, I want to jump in with random people. But because when I first played the game, all the people were like, oh, this is how you do this thing and being nice. But now that it's been like a good couple of months, nobody is really accommodating if you don't know what you're doing. So I'd probably just prefer to play it with friends if I have the time. I would like to stream that. I gotta get like a squad together. There's so many games that would be fun to stream. I need fellow content creators. I need somebody on my level. All my fellas. Because then it ceases to become parasocial. That's really the only line, I guess, is that, like, a relationship isn't parasocial as long as the other person is also creating content for the internet. And then I could just have actual friends. What a sad life. Usually only play such games with a couple friends, TBH. What to do if you... Oh, that chat just went away. What to do if you like emotionally unavailable people? Again, like having a crush. Or you mean like consistently? Like having a crush isn't gonna do anyone any harm if you don't tell anyone about it. Like it's not like this is an intense yearning that's gonna kill you. I don't know. You should just not that you don't respect yourself, but just like, you know. Again, you should value your standards over being in a relationship, and just wait until you find someone who's emotionally there, or at least to the level that you want them to be. I don't think there's anything wrong with having standards. I don't like anyone at all. Can't make friends unless they make videos on the internet. That's basically it, man. I want to be friends with you guys. Unfortunately, there's an unfair power dynamic. If you think about it, though, you guys are my bosses because you pay me. If anything, I'm the employee here. We're getting into some pretty nasty territory. What am I going to do with that rock? Where am I going to get fruit? Don't break that. Hey man, same issue. Content creator friends are few and far between. Yeah, it was nice to like make them because early on I just had my like friends I had in high school that I would force to make content with me, and it kind of like put a strain on everyone's relationship. But I just wanted people who like understood me and like my job, and I'm not as close with everyone as I wish I was. Like I still talk to everyone semi regularly, but I don't know. Right now we're at the fan level. Fortnite balls, so true. I just don't go out enough to do it. And I refuse to like make a dating app to make friends. That's all you can do. When you're in your 20s, you either make a dating app or you go to a bar, and I don't like either of those options. How do I find people who are like weird in a fun way, but not weird in a concerning way? Like people who like nerdy shit, but also like don't make women uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's why we're called subs. What? I'm at the phase right now forcing my friends to make content with me, yeah. Real. Why not make a friend app? I know, right? Well, that's called goddamn Twitter.com. That's how you make friends, is you post good enough. Bad news, Ultra. What? Oh no. Not many of those. I'm on the edge of my seat. Not many of what's happening? It's an aneurysm app. I'm listening to the scrounging of dirt, the pebbles beneath my feet, the shoveling, the spading. It's all becoming one noise. I like going to local workshops and free classes. I went to pottery one recently. It was the that's how I got my fucking pottery bird, my ceramic bird. That's in the birdhouse. Been really into the birdhouse recently, but that was like months ago, and I still did that with a friend. But unfortunately, I don't think we're friends anymore. But I still kept the ceramic bird. Let's go. The nerds that don't make women uncomfortable. Are you saying there are none, or that there are few of them? Why must people like video games and also be weird about it? Why can't they just be normal about it? To meet people. I mean, no, I get that. I'm just fucking shy, I guess. And terminally online. How am I gonna know if people in real life fuck with yummers or not? I think I'm just doomed to be like to just live on the internet. And for a while I was kind of like upset about that and be like, man, I'm getting like this mid-20s FOMO. I'm not doing all the cool stuff that all the people my age are doing. And then again, I go to a bar and I'm like, I'm miserable. I hate this shit. Everything's too loud. I get overstimulated. I get overstimulated at the fucking grocery store. But in my defense, they got loud like ceramic buzzing lights. I think the best option for me is just to make friends online. It just, like, specifically when you are online, it's hard to tell who genuinely likes you and is your friend, and who, like, is either afraid of you because you're a content creator, or, like, trying to get clout out of you. That's why, like, I tend to just make friends, or try to, like, try and get close to people who also make content, because then they stand nothing to gain, or, like, it's not, like, a weird, like, dynamic that way, you know? It's lonely at the top, what can I say? This Penn Island is a metaphor for my life. I'm putting myself in my house, separated from everyone else on the island. Being chronically on it feels like its own culture sometimes, lol. Getting clout out of you sounds like a losing battle. Yeah, that makes sense. Like teachers taking attendance, I'm raising my hand. What does the thing above it say? Women are so cool. I agree. I tried to hit the applause button. I almost hit the bruh button.
Bruh.
Well, I did hit the bruh button. Sorry. If I eat a corn dog right now, are you guys gonna be normal about it, or are you gonna be weird? People can still... It's not like getting clout out of me. It's just like, I don't know. My biggest fear is that, like, I become close with someone online, and then, like, they secretly had a group chat the whole time. Like a fucking, like a Chris Chan situation, basically. Or, like, Truman Show. Like, there's a group of trolls in a chat somewhere, and they're like, dude, we're fucking with him so hard. He opened up to us. What a fucking loser. Fine, I'll control myself. Go eat your corn dog. You pick who. Which villagers you got? Weird, but only because I'm hungry and jealous. You're hungless. I'm not hungless. That's real, and it's called chat. That's true. See, you guys don't actually like me. It's all like an elaborate, By the way, this is fucking breakfast on a stick because the batter is pancake and the hot dog is sausage. I also got a croissant. This is really cold. Thanks for your yummers, guys. I'd hate to be a clout chaser to this man. To me, people will take anything. All my closest friends know my credit card number and my social security. What if I fucking went and wait, sorry. What if I went? It was a full corn dog and I went like that, and then I pulled it out and the whole corn dog was gone. Would you guys be impressed or concerned? Oh, fuck. Need to try a corn dog at some point in my life? Where the fuck do you live, in the desert? Sorry, driving, can't talk. Yeah, imagine trying to be a clout chaser to the guy who insists on tanking his views at least once a year. That's true. That's why I'm gonna have a historic fall off. Also, like, honestly, I'm kind of an open book. Like, I'm sure it'll get me in trouble some days, but like anything I would say to someone in private is not something like I would probably still say it on stream. Unless it's like something that involves another person. Like all the shit. Sorry. All the shit like that happens to me, I say on stream. I don't really have any secrets. If anything that makes me free, I've oversaturated the market. It's the same thing with like the dick pic scenario, right? If I just post them like every day, then it won't matter if my shit leaks out. Because then it's like, whatever, we've seen this every day. Was that supposed to rhyme? I rhyme on accident a lot. It's kind of my thing. You always resort to the desert and not England. That's basically the same thing. You gotta get out of there, babe. I'm gonna get you out of there! Apparently, wait. Why would you bombard people with dick pics? Not people, I would just post them all the time. I have a life outside of this. Why would anyone? I see no issue. Would you? Okay, legitimate question. I have never heard such a saying. I live in a desert and can get corn dogs very easily. Yeah, they grow on cacti. Genuine question. I need you guys to be honest with me. A lot of you do follow me on like Twitter and stuff. If I just legitimately started posting hog Like, I'm just like, this is like an art installment. This is what I want to do. And, like, I'm fully allowed to do it because it's Twitter. But it also is just the BH Ultra Twitter account. If I did that, would you guys unfollow me? It's totally fine if you would. I'm not considering it. I'm just asking. Andrew thinks apples grow on trees. What game do you think we're playing? Yeah. Apple tree, peach tree, orange tree, cherry tree. I'd follow twice. Thank you, Ethan. See, that's a true supporter there. No. No as in you would be mad, or no as in you wouldn't unfollow? I think I would follow even harder, actually. Alright, you guys are... I didn't expect this reaction. But that's good to know that I could pivot my career at any time. I tried to make fucking... As long as it's an intentional post and not a leak, I wouldn't mind. You guys are very respectful, thank you. I wouldn't, but I'd check substantially less. You should post Hog, actually. You guys are winning me over. I tried to make accounts on, like, fucking... Fan House and Fansly and OnlyFans, but they said I wasn't a real person. I just showed my ID and everything, and they're like, you're not real. That's a true story. I'm not a real person. I have no... There's no record of my existence. I'd be like, oh, okay, Hog, I guess, whatever. So either people are, like, on board or they're indifferent. I feel like indifferent is the funniest answer. Like, you're just, like, kind of annoyed, like, oh, it's fucking Hog again. I'd post nothing but Family Guy clips underneath every cock I see on the page. Implying that it wouldn't be my cock, I would just post random cocks every time. Oh, cock, okay. Oh, wow, okay. But that's what I'm saying is, like, if it's legitimately every day, like, different pictures, different angles every day, people would just become numb to it. Like, I don't think anyone would care. Legitimately, I think if I flood the market, like, what we're viewing as, like, oh, man, posting cock, that's really vulnerable and embarrassing. If I do it all the time, it'll become nothing, basically. I will have killed my ego. Like, I would... Nobody could stop me. Isn't that what fucking Chad Anything for Views did? He just kept showing Hog, and then it's like... Alright, I guess. It's like that Randy Orton fucking interview where he said, I put my cock on John Cena's shoulder. He didn't even care. You gotta spice it up with different instruments, Andrew. Variety is a spice of life. Different instruments? What is that? Like I'm playing guitar with Hog out? I should learn to play the banjo. I still have my ocarina. The fund will go towards rescuing everyone from the desert so they can eat corn dogs. Play ocarina dick out. Okay. We need a donation goal or something. With that fit, you should play uke. Well, I don't love that. Imagine how confused viewers who went to your Twitter without context. Well, that's on them. Record a video where you play the banjo with your waist off screen and just stand up with a full cock out. That's awesome, actually. Oh, I'm stealing that. Are we talking like hard or soft? I think hard is funnier. God, that's such a good idea. Have you guys seen that Santa Claus video? Soft is funnier. I guess. I don't know. Stand there until it gets hard. That's too much pressure. I got stage fright. Soft. Sock. What are we doing? Make it look like you're super uncomfortable. Like somebody's making me film that video. Well, then it's just fetish content. Like, if I'm just, like, standing there totally normal, then it's funny. But as soon as I'm like, I'm embarrassed, then it becomes fetish content. And I'm, like, blushing. You can tell the difference. told you one of my exes once sent me a nude of his soft dick. Never hard, just soft. Like, what the fuck? Wait, never hard? Like, every time? Yeah. Don't say a word, don't blink. Just cock and stare. Forget everything is a fetish. I know, right? But you can normally tell by the way it's, like, played out. Like, if you're watching a cartoon and the character farts, it's like, okay, that's like a fart joke. But if the character farts and then blushes and, like, looks really shy, they're like, oh my gosh, did you hear that? And then somebody, like, smells it, it's like, okay. We're leaving the territory. Call it eye tracker test. I knew he was going to bring up farting in cartoons, because that's the fetish that comes up the most often. Also, I'm wrapping up editing the Total Drama video right now. And it's the argument I have in the video. Violence in movies and sex on TV. It's BH Ultra special to bring it up. Yeah. Can't wait to hear it again in the Total Drama video. Yup. Sorry, can we circle back to the corn dogs thing? That's still really concerning. What do you mean you've never had a corn dog? This is the dude obsessed with talking about farting in cartoons. That's not me. I sent a whole video with my yitties and I can't get hard. Actually gag me. Well, at least he was trying. If the option is like you gotta get hard, just don't send anything. He made an effort. You know what? I respect him for it. Sending soft pictures is fucking... That's an uphill battle. Especially depending on what side of the coin you fall on. Why do people get hot for poop air? Good question. He was not lol on his part. They just aren't a thing in England. That's why I gotta flee. Yeah, the fund will go towards getting everyone out of there. Are you legitimately considering moving? I'm trying to get my one buddy Ryu, because he's in Korea right now. Because, like, by the end of the summer, I've said this, I might be the only person who, like, lives in this house, which is a horrifying concept to me. Not because I can't afford it, but because I would go crazy. But he's, like, it's a toss-up between Canada and here, and apparently it's a lot easier to become a citizen in Canada. Apparently it's hard to become a citizen in the U.S. If only I had known this a decade ago. What if I go to Canada? All my stuff is here. Like, I've slowly moved everything I own into this house, and so is Logan, so I hope he stays. But Canada's nice. I've always wanted to go to Canada. We gotta bring back the Berlin airjet for all people in England. We just need a high-speed railway underneath the ocean. All my fellas. All my fellas. Andrew should take the citizenship test on stream. Are they gonna revoke my citizenship if I lose? Don't I'll go. Highest donator gets to live with Andrew for a year. Highest donator has to live with Andrew for a year. Canada is the premium tier that I can't reach. Is it difficult? Is it more difficult than being here? When the shovel hits the cliff, it sounds like a meme fart sound effect. Alright, get this fetish guy out of here. Slowly devolving. I've been thinking a lot about moving. I was also thinking about Canada or US, lol. Well, those are two very different things. I've never been out of this country. Like, the first time I moved out, I moved to, like, the other side of the country. And that was an experience, but... Well, brother, let me know if you end up close to Baltimore. You're gonna get a fucking corn dog. Sorry, I want to re-say this. There's no way, why is this happening to me? I'm just broke, so I guess. Don't like farts, ew. Well, that's not what your chat said. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is what I'm talking about. If I can convince people who are, like, kind of aware of me to, like, live close-ish to me, then we could become real-life friends, and then the whole parasocial aspect isn't even there. I'm just brute-forcing friendships. Bro's inviting you over for a bite of his corn. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Strike that from the record. A bite? Corn dogs are good as fuck, is all I'm saying, and it breaks my heart that you haven't had one. It's not even my favorite food. It's probably not even top 10. I'm just being a goddamn American right now. I still got my croissant. Famously made only in America croissants. Sorry, bro. We don't live in Baltimore. I don't even think this place is real. A single bite. Sorry, Andrew. I like working from home. I'd visit, though. Not even a full corn dog. Yeah, we'd split it. I'd cut it right down the middle, and nobody gets the stick. I can't just invite people over to my house. That's ridiculous. But if my balls get removed and I throw a party, you're all invited. I think I was freaking out. I'm starting to believe more and more it's just like a tension thing. I said that earlier. I just gotta get a standing desk or something. Beatrice, I have received your subliminal message on stream. I'm moving in tomorrow. I am in your walls. So I'm just inviting you over to share his... Guys, you're gonna get me in a lot of trouble. Knock it off. I need like a spray bottle. Boing, stop, you're gonna get me in trouble. But this is what I'm talking about. I need a community that's near me in real life, but also is terminally online. That's really the dream. And we're also all content creators, and we live in a big content house, and it's beautiful. Will we eat corn dog at your ball removal party? No. But we will get balloons and pop them. Eat the corn dog like spaghetti from Lady and the Tramp. Okay, well then somebody's got to start on the stick end then. If two people are eating a corn dog, one of them just has fucking a throat full of stick. You're gonna get splinters, baby. I don't even think... That's just... You couldn't even bite the corn dog. Finally parked, thank God. I'm not in danger. Why do you always insist on watching these streams while speeding? Ah, yes, a content house. Those notoriously go well. I'm actually pretty sure most of the people I interact with online, like, live in the same area in New York, which is like a train ride from me. I just need people to invite me to shit. I actually exclusively eat the stick part. Well, if you've eaten a stick before, then you've had at least 3 or like 1/3 of a corn dog. Because the rest is just batter and hot dog. You put stick, batter, and hot dog in a blender, you got a damn corn dog. I have to go to work to fund my favorite ballless streamer. Okay. I've eaten the stick multiple times and live. Give me a stick and end, baby. Bro lives in New York. I don't. But I'm saying people do, and I could probably go there. They got Nintendo stuff there. Corn dog with corn dog with just cornbread. If people are threatened, you can go anywhere. That's true. Dude, because everyone knows there's a high-speed train system under all of America, I can go to any state I want right now. Andrew, would you visit my ex in Brooklyn and give him a hug and tell him I miss him? No. I'll give him a hug and tell him I miss him. Is this the one that was soft all the time? What is it with you guys and your exes? Damn. The best part of America is that it's Brat Summer 24. So true. It's Monkey Monkey More, baby. No, it's not the soft one. This is a different X. Okay. I looked the wrong way. Now I must break it. Is this... What level are we on? Going... okay. Well, once that is done, then we just add the house up there, and then we can start adding ramps. Right? Yeah. there'll be different levels to the islands. The B class villagers, the lower class villagers will live on the lower part, and then middle class, and then upper class, and then all live at the top as the 1% of Penn Islands. Something's wrong with my Twitch. The audio's out of sync and my stream's behind. Is that... Okay, let me check. Soft one is a disgrace. Guys, you're being really mean to this guy. What if he just couldn't get hard? Something's wrong with my Twitch. The audio... Something's wrong with my Twitch. The audio's out of sync and my stream's behind. Is that... Okay, let me check. The game audio or the stream audio? Audio's out of sync and my stream's behind. Is that... Hold on. Okay, let me check. The game audio or the stream audio? Audio's out of sync and my stream's behind. Is that... Hold on. Okay, let me check. The game audio or the stream audio? Audio's out of sync and my stream's behind. Is that... Hold on. The game audio or the stream audio? I think that's desynced, right? Hold on. What if I just unplug it and plug it back in? It'll either ruin the stream or it'll fix everything. I just realized I'm not wearing socks. I need to... Okay. Black screen or... Okay. Screen not moving, but... Black screen. Activate. Alright, how we know? Alrighty, see y'all later. Put them dogs away for Pete's sake. I didn't show anyone. You guys can't be... See, that's the thing. It's always a fetish. Can't be... I can't... This is my normal human body. I can't walk around barefoot because somebody's getting off to it. What does that have to do with me? Show feet 2024. See, this is what I mean. Does anyone have any problems with the stream? Are we fixed? Are we so back? The thing... I guess that's why I have, like... Not... What word am I looking for? A tremendous amount of respect that for people who like post shit either for the love of the game or like get paid to do it because you got to get that bag. Because like even if you're there's a lot of stigma for like dudes who post hole and balls and hog potentially, and women who have their yams out. But like dudes, most people are just gonna masturbate to fucking whatever they want, right? You could live your whole life and be like, I would never show any skin like that. But some dude's gonna look at your armpit and go fucking nanners, right? You might as well make some money off it. That's what I tried to do, but they said I wasn't a real person. I'm still mad about it. If people are gonna demand feet, I should at least charge them, right? I knew people in high school that did that. And at the time, even then, I was like, this is not, you shouldn't be doing this. And like... It was really normalized, and I guess, like, oh, they were just, like, old dudes were giving them money for their feet pics. But, you know, that's... You're a victim, I think is what's happening. In high school? Yeah, in high school. Victim, exactly. Oh, fuck. Andrew, stop min-maxing... Fet... What the fuck does that say? You don't have the swollen balls for it. I've never seen that word in my life. You've just kind of... You, for the first time, have dumbfounded me. Very infrequently do I see a word on the internet and I'm like, wow, I don't know what that is. Ball nuts lore is crazy. It could be totally fine. I don't want to make it a goof about a serious thing if it's fine. I wasn't goofing. I was legitimately concerned. And my way of dealing with it is doing bits, but... Just made it. You just made that word? What the fuck does it mean? Assuming douchebag fetish combined. Fetish bag. You're losing me a little bit. This is like ranch yesterday. Why? Aw. Chill out. Put that there. That'll fix it. See, we still got a good, like, 40 minutes to fill this out. We truly are making progress here on Penn Island. Okay, time to look up that word. Nah, I'm funnier than Ranch, yeah. And you're probably more qualified to speak on these topics. Okay, well, now what? How many rocks are there? 1? Two, hole. 2 rocks, 1 hole. 3 rocks, 1 hole. 3 rocks, 2 hole. 3 rocks, 2 hole. Alright, well, I could dig out the hole, but I don't think I could destroy the rocks with my shovel without fruit, right? I need to get those somewhere. Maybe my color, we're not gonna lie. Why did he do that? I got mad at him after. I don't know. Can I break this? It's dropping coinage, but... Alright. Take that. Take that. Take that. Any Animal Crossing experts, is there a way I can buy fruit somewhere? Like, can I go get somewhere to eat fruit? Because I think I need a full fruit bar to be able to destroy these rocks. And there's 3 of them. Okay. Or 4? Animal Crossing New Horizons, where to get fruit. This is an article. Where are pictures? Take a boat with Captain. All right, I see him down here. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. You could be sent fruit. Oh, hold on. Andrew got the squirt bottle out and shot Ranch until he scurried away. That's not where I thought that comment was going. Question, does anyone with Animal Crossing currently have fruit they can spare me? Who's in here? Stu. Because I can open up the island to people. Yeah, I got the squirt bottle, if you know what I mean. Hey, Stu, you look pissed. I gotta do something to feel better. Maybe I need some medicine. That's a good call. I don't have any, though. Does anybody probably have fruit, but my Switch is charging. Damn. Alright, well, we're going to the Cap'n Island, then. Another hole. Gotta dig just in case. It's a little uneven. Because, like, most of the island is not that... I guess it goes up in layers. We could, and this would require a lot more work, raise... Well, no. I think this is fine, right? But I'm thinking, like, the one that's second to the top, raise that up 1, raise the one beneath it up 1, and then raise that one up 1. So we could have, like, a full stair step. But we need to move all the houses down to even be able to do that. We'll see. Captain's over here, right? The island's really coming together. The Penn Island Restoration Project does not end here. It continues with the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown, since you guys all like that logo. Take me to where fruit is. Yes, I got Miles. Miles? Miles. My name's Jake. Oh, I gotta shut her down. Alright. I forgot about the glasses. New Igor Simp design just dropped. But see, now when we go back to the... Oh, I forgot to turn that fucking light on. No wonder shit looked weird. Why did nobody say anything? Wait. Almost on my feet. Why did nobody tell me? See, now it looks entirely different. Look how different this looks. See? Night and day. I'm the one that forgot. It's on me. Do we? Anyway, we're coming up on the end of the month, which means there's going to be another Ultra Bet stream. And ever since the last one, we learned some stuff about Stinky Joe Mama and Igor Simp. And I'm pretty sure that's it, right? Let me check the calendar. Yes, because everything else was fighting games, Evo, or it's really just Stinky Joe Mama and Igor Simp. But we learned some stuff. Alright, there's plenty of fruit on here. Perfect. Just pocket all the fruit I can find. This is the final stream of the week. I've been really lazy, but... I mean, if you think about it, since last week I streamed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday, Sunday, like, all day. And then we came back the next day on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't want to promise anything, but if all goes well, I might just go back Friday night, assuming that nothing is wrong with me. And then maybe on Saturday, just because I got a kick for it now. We'll see. I would like to start a new series that I'm probably not going to finish, just like everything else. Just because, like, I finished the July video faster than I thought I was going to. Do I not have my ladder? Let's go. Wait, actually, let's open this and learn it. Whoever found this, I was rereading my old notes on how to become a pop star and found this fab recipe. Now I know how to make a cherry hat. 20k away from a sticky hand, I'm hyped. Well, let's see what you win or lose on the Ultra Bets. I hope this is enough. Should be. So I haven't really played this since 2020. I know they added a bunch of stuff. What is there? Because I know the Cap'n thing was a part of it. We can leave with Cap'n whenever and go to different islands to get materials, which is good to know if we ever run out. Of course, I have one of each tree just in case, because I need to replant them. What else can you do? Isn't there like a dream thing? They added more stuff in the museum, did they not? I gotta learn more about this. Gambling goes hard. Yeah, a lot of you are new this week, so you get to see or I guess this month. So you get to see the first Ultra Bet stream, or your first Ultra Bet stream. I'm glad I brought my pole with me. I didn't even need the pole. I am gonna dig you hole, though. I am a file you could Oh! Part of a gyroid. We call them gearoids. How do I leave? There we go. Alright, take me home. I got everything I can need out of this. It's a different island every time. Back to Penn Island. Do you have all your booty? Emoji, this reminded me that I haven't played Stardew since the 1.6 update was announced. Random don't hug me, I'm scared reference. What did they add? Was it just that we could play with more people now? We've been playing that. We've been doing this. But now we've been hooked on GTA Online. That's why I can't... That's why I'm, like, considering maybe not streaming on Saturday, just because I want to play more GTA. Were there any good bits on this stream we could use? I was not paying attention. I've been calm. I've been chilling the whole time. Think it's all a dream? Maybe it is a dream. None of this game is not real. I became a little bit too relaxed myself. So you're asking for a TikTok video. Yes, very true. Corn dog? What, just eating the corn dog or referring to the corn dog? Corn dog bit was alright. All of your bits are good bits. Aw. You're lying to me, but I appreciate the sweetness. You don't have to lie to me like this. Some of the things just do not land. Okay, there's the rock. Which means eat. Should probably eat the ones that have lesser. Do I need this many apples? Maybe not, but I'm not going to put them anywhere else. Harsh truth or deceptive lies, Andrew? Preference, I mean. I like when people are nice to me. I'm very sensitive. But I prefer the truth. As long as it's a truth I want to hear. If not, I'm gonna lies. I don't know if I'd call them lies, but... Tell me sweet little lies. Whisper in my ear how cool and epic I am. There we go. Now we can destroy all the rocks. I've got to get my hands on a Krabby Patty. Bitch so broke she can't even afford a Krabby Patty. Okay, well now I can continue to build. And thus is the stream. The Truman Dilemma. I cry when people are harsh, lol, yeah. I don't, but like, I'll probably get pretty upset. It's not that I need people to not be mean to me. I'm fine with people being mean to me. On occasion... Never mind. We've already covered too much ground here today. I like when people are nice to me, though. It doesn't... Because it doesn't happen often, you know? I can keep up this tough demeanor, but on the inside, I'm a sensitive boy. You cut me, I bleed. I say truth people deserve to know. Lets them know what's good or not. Yeah, no, I do appreciate that. Oh, I see where he's going with that. There are some people who give unsolicited advice to me, and it's like, the advice is just like, you should do something else. Puppy coded. Okay, ban that guy. A Million Years Dungeon. Crush his skull, please. I'm not a fucking dog. If anything, a cat, maybe, but definitely not a dog. What was I saying? You've completely taken me off my feet. I've completely been dumbfounded by what I was just saying. Fuck. That's... Oh, right. People, like... I don't mind advice, but on occasion, people will be like, hey, here's my advice. You should talk about this thing instead of this thing you're currently talking about. Hey, more people would watch if you talked about the show you talk about every year. That's not really advice on how to make my content better. It's just like, hey, you should talk about something else entirely. It's not advice. That's just saying, like, don't do what you're doing. If somebody wants to give me advice on how I'm doing something wrong, it's fine. But if the advice is like, you should talk about the thing I want you to talk about, that's what bugs me. You guys can't be talking to your employee like this. This is an HR nightmare. fun to just listen to you ramble about something. Well, I appreciate that. See, that's the mark of the true fans. That'll mutt code it. Okay, I'm shutting this chat off. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna. You guys are. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I totally forgot what the fuck I was saying. Right, the mark of a true fan. Because if you only watch, like, total drama videos or, like, Portal videos, that doesn't mean you're a fan of me. It means you're a fan of those things. But if you watch me talk about stuff you don't even care about, that means you're a fan of me and will listen to me talk about anything. Helps that most of the things you talk about are interests I share. That also helps. Most of us understand that you just talk about what the fuck you want regardless of views. You guys are on track to get banned. We're gonna sit here in silence, and we're gonna play Animal Crossing for 30 minutes. I would need to decide what I'm doing with the layers before I move everything around. Because this is the last bit. I don't know, is it worth it to, like, build an extra layer down and then do the stair steps? Can we even move the shop, or the museum, or the campsite? Which one's the biggest? The museum, right? Let's see if we can go do that, actually. I'm gonna finish this line, because it's gonna bug me if I don't. The only thing I was in the know of on Smash was DLC reviews, and that was exception, I guess. That'll probably be in the next one. Not the next video coming out, but, like... My plan... I already know what the year is going to be. My plan is to come back next year and talk about Smash Bros. Again in, like, February. Which is, will coincide with when I talked about Portal and Smash and stuff, just video game time, and also I get to take January off. And it'll also probably be around the time we have more info about whatever the new Switch is. So it'll be a good way to, like, transition into that new era. Friends were so confused as to why I watched a nearly 9-hour video on a... Okay, on a game I've never played. Yeah, because it's good. It's my best video. And the people who haven't watched it are missing out. If they thought... And if people who saw that and didn't know me thought that that video was a little bit too, like, self-involved and more, like, about my stories than the actual speculation, wait till they see the fucking DLC video. That's all gonna be personal stories. What are your top 3 favorite games? Oh... Portal 2, Mario Galaxy, Portal 1. Probably. Is it like one per franchise? Because if not, then Portal 2, Mario Galaxy, Portal 1. Talking about the Smash video now, right? Yeah. Just any games? Well, then, yeah, those are my top 3. I've been considering Odyssey more and more. Odyssey's better than Galaxy, but I care about Galaxy more. From, like, an aesthetic perspective and also a nostalgia. It's significantly better than Mario Sunshine, despite what the shirt I'm wearing. What the Sigma? Get this to the wall, and then we'll see if we can move the museum. And if we can move everything, then we'll add an extra layer. I'll make myself do even more work for Penn Island. But we'll check in next Thursday for the next Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket countdown. You know what I mean? There's definitely people in this town we haven't spoken to today. Stu is sick. Are there any buildings I can't move? While I go in here, I'm actually gonna donate these fossils, or at least toss them. Ooh, okay. Well, that just went away. Galaxy also mid. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Fallout, New Vegas, Undertale for me, maybe. Never played neither Galaxy nor Sunshine. I suppose I'm missing out. Never understand your distaste for Sunshine. Yeah, because it sucks. That's so hard. Not a favorite? That I can understand. Disliking it, I don't get. Okay, I don't hate it. It's the worst 3D Mario, but I don't... Well, I do hate it. It's annoying. Get Nintendo Online and Switch is fully charged. What fruit do you need? I already got the fruit, baby. But if you want to visit Penn Island, we'll get time. Assess fossils. I wonder what my fucking fishing, my Fisho Dex is like in this compared to Stardew. Because Stardew, that's all I've been doing. Museum already has all of these fossils? What are they? If they're not anything cool, I'm just gonna sell them. Don't make a donation. Yeah, I have nothing to donate. Be so for real. I grew up on PlayStation, so I didn't get most Nintendo games until Switch. I now have. I do think they should remake Galaxy. The only changes they need to make is 1, remove motion controls, and 2, make it actually good. They did that. I mean, the game's already good, but you don't need motion controls to play on the Switch, and they just ported it. They didn't remake it. The game is much better than Sunshine. And everyone knows it. Some people can pretend it's not true. Hey, baby. So I had a feeling I'd run into you again today. Hey, I got a fab hypothetical for you. Imagine, if you will, that you can hear music coming from the house of someone you like. What kind of music would you want it to be, Foxtrot? What's music box? Like a fucking... I'm gonna go with rock. I love me a girl who can shred a guitar. I think maybe perhaps she could do that to me as well. Who said that? Time to donate things I don't need. And by donate, I mean I'm going to sell them at a high price. Yeah, I don't need any of that shit. I'm going to keep the trees. Keep the fruit just in case. Maybe. Alright. Now, time to speak to our mayor and our secretary. I'm the mayor. Sorry. Time to speak to our Tom Nook. Have you even played 3D Land? Yeah. Do you think they should remake Galaxy and only changes they need? 3D Land's fine. Like, it's not spectacular, but it controls fine. Infrastructure. Layout changes. I think I can only do one of these a day. Well, in-game day. Who up stroking their Luigi? That one doesn't even work. So wait, I can move the shop and the museum. I can't move this building. So hold on. This is like town square or whatever. No, stop. Stop. I don't want you to tell me what to do. Accomplished so much. I'm sure you can find a way. Is there a way of beating this game? Surely you can, like, do everything. So if I can't move the building we're currently in, I guess we can build around it, maybe? We would need to move my house, Poncho, Eric, Annalisa... But we can move the museum and the shop. That'll give us some ground. It's worth it to at least build around. And then we could have like a little... It'll be cool to have a build... We'll have to ramp like around town square. But I think it can work. Wait, what the fuck? Did I just say mini-map? Wait, what? Has there been a mini-map in this fucking game? I've been playing this thing for 4 years! Open that map up again. Dude, are you... Am I stupid? Oh my god, do I have brain worms? What is wrong with me? Why did nobody... Alright, that's not on me. You guys can't blame me for this one, please. That's got nothing to do with me. Okay, so we can build a wall around town square and trap them inside. Nobody say anything. Alright, in my defense, you guys didn't see it either. You guys didn't see the big button that said mini-map. Even I knew there was a mini-map. I complained about this earlier. Why didn't you say anything? Make me look like a fucking fool. Well, now I feel silly. Okay, where is the line that it becomes the bottom layer? Sorry, Audie. You're gonna have to stay in the wall for a little bit. Probably one more down. Wait, I can look at the minimap. That doesn't... That's really far away. Hold on. I need the big map. Alright. And then we just, build outward. So, 1, 2... I'll do math. Well, this is good to know. I'm always learning things about this game. Prison Island. Yeah, what do you think the pen stands for? It says for penitentiary. This is Alcatraz, baby. Just like Warzone. Nice clip. Yeah, I think I'll steal it. So stay there. Alright, there we go. But we need to move the museum. We need to move all of these, which will take like 6 days. Sure, I could skip ahead, but I probably will skip ahead, quite honestly, while I'm watching Deadpool 2 today. I watched Logan last night. I thought it would be better. It was really fucking long. Oh, good heavens. Who did that? I honestly do think, like, if the burping's been a recent thing, I'd stop drinking soda and exclusively be drinking water. I think it's the water doing it to me. The museum. It belongs in a museum. 10,000 bells. I could do that. I'm gonna need to move it back at some point, but... This is what the Penn Island Reconstruction Project is all about. You didn't like Logan? I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I didn't love it. If I saw it in 2017, it would have been a much bigger deal. I have no nostalgia towards the X-Men movies, so maybe I would have... Like, same thing with, like, It's soda withdrawal. Maybe it's, like, the thing with, No Way Home or, Multiverse of Madness. Like, I have no nostalgia for those characters because I didn't watch superhero movies until way later. Can we just put the museum on the beach for now? This guy's me 10,000 bells. I had a good time here today. Maybe not so much the puppy-coated stuff, but they can't all be winners. What if I just put it here? Yeah, that's fine. No, don't imagine it. Just put it down. I don't know. I watched all the X-Men movies before watching it last year, so maybe that helps. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. I didn't have enough time. I gotta start watching fucking, in, like, August, I gotta start watching the Alien films. Okay, that still needs to be built, so I can't. So I will hold off. I will pass on the back shots. I need to finish that layer. There's a lot more work to be done here on Penn Island, but you know what? I'm locking in. I only really have nostalgia for the comics. People hated that movie for literally no good reason. Which one? Why? Shut up. That's not what I thought. Hi, Eric. What's going on, baby? Have you been using reactions? I'm going to teach you a real good one today. Has anyone said you don't wait. Has anyone said you don't have as many crumbs on you today, but you're too bashful to say thanks? No, are you going to teach me how to blush? God, I hate this stream. Get me out of here. Bashfulness. Igor, Simp, do not fall. Stop blushing. You're freaking me out. I gotta stop with the face cam. I should just lean into the VTuber permanently. I don't like the fact that you guys can see my reactions to things. The violence. Messy but so cute. The bashful... Shut up, dude. Multiverse of Madness. What about it? I didn't hate it when I saw it. Like, I didn't... My roommate did because he expected it to be a huge like crossover cameo fest, which would kind of annoyed me. So that's why I'm afraid about Deadpool versus or Wolverine and Deadpool. Is I'm worried it's just gonna be a bunch of fucking references. Cause like I'm gonna watch Deadpool 2 today, but I remember it having legitimate heart. Like they move away from the cynicism and being and like the edgy 2016 of it all, and just legitimately tell like a heart-filled story. And I hope that's where they're going with the new one. They announced that Daphne Keane is in it. I would have liked for that to be a surprise, but whatever. Multiverse of Madness was fire. It visually was wild. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that, like, Sam Raimi did a good... It was a Sam Raimi movie more than it was a Doctor Strange movie. They made me care about the fucking... Because, dude, my joke for so long when it came to Marvel movies, like, I said, like, they don't need the one-offs anymore. Like, remember when Doctor Strange had a love interest? Wasn't that weird? And then they brought her back and they made her an interesting character. That was insane to me. Deadpool has so much heart at its core, so hopefully they don't lose that in 3. Yeah. Tom Wamsgann's in it, so I'm hyped about that. The TVA also. Basically all the stuff that I don't currently hate in, like, Marvel. I thought Loki was good. How much I wonder about people will be hating on Deadpool because woke something, the opposite of where the Eminem, it has the Eminem effect. I think it'll be... The most likely outcome is it'll be like a cameo fest, and like nerds who are normally like the MCU is dead will really like it, and then people who like movies will be like, this is bad. Even though I like MCU films, to me they're kind of like Spy Kids. Like they're not the bane of my existence. They're just like colorful kids movies that have good bits in them and actors I like. Like I view them as kids movies. Not that kids like obviously there are kids movies that are exponentially better, but like. Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you fucking with me? Why are you fucking with me? You guys excited to see Igor Simp? Will it be next Saturday? Damn, next Friday. Gambling is coming soon. It will be in August. We will be in August by that point. But yeah, I mean, I liked... If we're talking about the phases post-Endgame, Guardians is wrapped up, but I liked that. Loki was good, like, front to back. WandaVision started out good. Moon Knight dipped in the middle. But WandaVision, the whole Wanda story was kind of wrapped up in Multiverse of Madness, which I thought was okay. Spider-Man crossover movie was fun enough. I remember liking Black Panther 2. So, like, if they just want to keep only the stuff that works, in upcoming MCU projects. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Deadpool, Wolverine, Spider-Man, they're doing more Daredevil. Of Wanda when she was scary in the movie. She was iconic. Black Panther 2 was great. Yeah, like, I feel like they're really hit or miss. People say, like, they're all bad, but really they just... I don't want to say that everyone who dislikes Marvel movies is sexist, because that's not true, because I also dislike them. But a lot of people who are vocal about the MCU being dead is really just because there's women and black people in the movies. Because when it's not them, then they're all cool with it. Or gay people. I'm still kind of mad about that, where people, like, said Taika Waititi was queerbaiting because he was at a Q&A and they asked how gay was Thor 4, and he said, oh, so gay. But how are you supposed to respond to that? Like, you're the director of a movie and they ask you how gay is it. What are you going to be? He's like, it's not gay at all. Don't ask me that question. My movie's not gay. Like, there's really no other way of answering that. Also, I don't know what you quantify as queerbaiting, but Taika Waititi was making out sloppy style with Rhys Darby on our Flagbean's death, so I don't... Like, that's gotta count for something, right? I like seeing Reed and MOM. Hadn't seen any of the 4 in ages. What's the term? I'm optimistic about the Fantastic Four movie. It would have been really fucked up for Fantastic Four fans if they waited this long, but they've waited long enough in the MCU that now the MCU is bad that it's going to be a bad movie. Like, if they made a Fantastic Four movie in, like, 2018 or, like, 2017, they could have been like, oh, man, finally a good Fantastic Four movie, but they just missed the boat. We'll see. I like the cast. I'm as much of a fan as Pedro Pascal as you guys are. Sam went here, someone will always be mad at the debate. Yeah. Honestly, I'm more excited for DC stuff, and I thought that would never be the case. But, like, I think we're in a middle point. I mean, yeah, theaters are dying, I guess. But the issue most people had, like, morally with MCU movies is that they, like, prevented other movies from getting a spot in the theaters. But we've seen movies like Twisters and, like, Barbie and Oppenheimer and, like, a lot of horror movies do really well. That now, like, the issue with MCU films is not that they were, like, bad. It's just that they were, like, superhero movies were oversaturating the market. But now we're, like, we don't have to have only superhero movies anymore. Now the only thing we're getting is video game adaptations. Because FNAF did well, Mario did well, Last of Us did well. There's a Borderlands movie coming out next month. I don't think anyone saw Gran Turismo: based on a true story. There was a Twisted Metal show. J.J. Abrams has had his Portal project in development for like a decade. I think we're going to get a lot of video game adaptations. That and like biopics. But what are you going to do? As long as, my stance has always been, as long as there's creative people behind it, whether that be Phil Lord or Chris Miller or Greta Gerwig, it doesn't matter what the subject matter is. They can still make a good movie. Same thing with fucking Sam Raimi in Multiverse of Madness. Sure, there was a lot of corporate meddling, but he's still a competent director. You should not focus on the name of a movie or the name of a brand. Focus on the directors and writers. That helps out a lot. Worm. So true. Yeah, I'd like to see Craig in the Borderlands movie, but I know I won't. I know Jack Black's in that movie. He's also in the Mario movie, and he's also going to be in the Minecraft movie. I thought he didn't fucking play video games. Guess I still play fucking video games. Don't stop breaking the wall, please. Mr. Igor Simp. Build that wall. My brain is smooth, my eyes are glazing over. I just want to see a proper adaptation of Doctor Doom. That's what I'm excited for. And now that they kind of seem like they're doing away with Kang and maybe get a new villain, if it's Doom, that shit would go kind of hard. Imagine seeing a fucking real Doctor Doom suit. Because say what you will about the MCU suit designs, I actually really like most of them. Jack Black on a speed dial for game adaptations. Yeah. They should put him in the next season of The Last of Us. He should be, Abby. Or Bear the dog. What other characters are there? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a whole lot about The Last of Us 2. What other stuff? Are they doing a live-action Zelda movie? I'm upset it's live-action. I think they could have really made something beautiful, even with Illumination. I didn't like Despicable Me before, but I think Illumination's a pretty decent company, all things considered. Like, as far as most animators are mistreated, I think they're pretty middle of the line to okay. They made a Sausage Party show. I hope they paid their animators this time. Everything reminds me of her. Never played any of The Last of Us. Yeah, I was a ex-boy in a Nintendo show. I am going to get a PS5 to play Astro Bot, probably. We'll see when we get to September. can't believe we did this the entire stream. Time flies when you're having fun. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I blew it. Hunter Schafer as Zelda will go crazy, though. Oh, don't put ideas in my head. Well, she's fucking locked in with Kojima right now, right? I hope Kojima puts her in all of his games. You see that video of her fucking swinging sword? She's so cool. Kojima gets it. Yeah, they're besties. He 3D scanned her and put her in Death Stranding. That's what he does. He finds an actor he likes. Dude, he reviews his movies, and when he came out and said, like, oh, this guy from Furiosa kind of looks like Snake. That's the highest praise you could possibly get from Kojima. He's going to his computer right now and 3D scanning all of them. Gotta get Norman Reedus up in there. It's kind of crazy that Norman Reedus has never once changed his, like, design. Like, I saw him in the Bike Riders, and he just looked like, he looked like Daryl again. They saw him ride a bike in a TV show, and that's all he's ever done since. They never let him, like, clean his hair. Every role, he's got to have that same greasy hair. Making good progress on the pyramid, I know, right? But we're coming up on time here, so let me finish this line. Actually, depending on how, I might be able to, we'll see how it is. Michael Bay Skibbity Toilet, I heard about that. Typecast as greasy, man. I would be at the end of my rope. You guys didn't hear about the Skibbity Toilet movie? I don't even know what it means. There's no way it's gonna come to fruition. But goddamn, it's funny to think, because the creator doesn't own the rights to any of that at all. It's Gmod characters and 2 songs mashed up that he does not own. But if the G-Man's in the movie, or like Gordon Freeman, then fuck it, I'm on board. He should make the movie in-source filmmaker. That's true dedication. That would make him a true auteur. Michael Bay knows game if he's got that squash and stretch and source filmmaker, and then the Heavy and the Scout show up to save the day. I mean, if FNAF can get him off a movie, so can Skibbity. They are not... Those are not the same thing. FNAF has original characters. Like Evanescence Blue, but shitpost. Gen Alpha Baby's first bad game movie adaptation. It's not even a game, though. It's just a YouTube series. They should make a Backrooms movie. Ooh, wouldn't that be so spooky and cool? I might run out of time before I run out of land. See, I'm definitely going to now. Like you reply to messages? Yeah, but please don't, because it always clogs up the fucking chat, and it makes it impossible for me to read it when there's multiple names and ads. Oh, fuck. Clock's ticking. Come on. Come on, Igor Simp. How close are we? Dude, I'm literally so close. What are you doing? Perfect timing. Perfect. And good boy. Alright, wrap it up. Crush the skull. I will be back to this on my own time. We will check back in with the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket countdown. At the end of all these Thursday streams, you guys got to remind me to give you the Penn Island update. Some days may have no updates at all. I may just totally forget. But that is the current plan. And until next time, whether that be... I'm not going to get anyone's hopes up. It'll probably be Monday. Shut up. Fuck you. All right. Bye. Bye, guys. Until next time. Dinner tonight. Play Africa again.